We live? All right.
Yeah, but y'all muted though.
Gotcha.
Oh, we are live. See it yet?
Let's take a
Oh,
minute.
there it is.
We sound like Chris. I don't see it, nigga. We just said live. Relax.
I mean, I wasn't about to get all hysterical like Chris, but
It sounded like it.
I was not. Here we go. Can you do the thing so we can share it?
Who you talking to?
I don't have the share button.
You should.
But you see I don't.
You'll have to wait.
But do you guys set to public?
Yeah, this shit's on public, so I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay, I gotta refresh then. Oh, there it is.
Come on, Chris.
Sick
Be
of
more
you.
technology savvy.
Sick of you. We probably should have had them
It's fine.
a little closer.
It's fine. You don't want them loud because they be loud as shit. You don't want them.
They're gonna be loud anyway.
Yeah, you don't want them loud right next door, though.
Ooh.
All right, we got that. We got that. Boom. All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the In the Zone podcast. It is your boy B. Foster. Brian Foster's in the building. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. Whatever you're celebrating, even if you're just chilling out with the family and you don't celebrate none of that. I know you taking these days off and I know you eating, so you celebrating, motherfucker, even if you say you ain't. Anyway, what's happening, Sean?
Hey, I feel like we have not been together.
We haven't been in studio in a long time.
Man, we have quite the break. That's okay. We're coming back strong in 2024. But we did not want to close out the year without hanging out with you guys and bringing some more fuck shit.
I mean, that's what we do. And we got some fuck shit for you today. We got if you all remember when we had our very last show at the What's In It for the Black People podcast studio, I had a round robin of folks come in and we talked about a myriad of topics, and we had two at a time come in, talk some shit. Two more came in, talk some shit. Two more came in, talk some shit. So we got some of your faves from this year's shows downstairs waiting to bring their opinions on a gang of topics. It's going to be a fun one.
It is.
But I think Sean wants to shame and embarrass me first and foremost.
I mean, but we need people to do that. I can't do it all
Oh,
alone.
we need guests to...
I mean, oh no, I can do it alone.
I thought it was going to be a one-on-one.
Okay, well, let's bring up the image. So, to kick us off, if you hadn't been on Brian's feed in the last 24 hours, 48 hours, he posted a picture of himself and his beautiful family in what Facebook knows lovingly as the matching Christmas pajamas.
2020 twin.
Now, I distinctly remember Brian saying something of the ilk of, I wouldn't be motherfucking called dead in no fucking matching pajamas. And yet here we are in 2023 with Brian in matching pajamas.
It happened.
What say you? What happened? You turned 50 and lost your will?
I
Disagree?
Listen, there was a Crown Royal bag on the kitchen table, and I was wondering, why is this Crown Royal bag here? Nobody in this house drinks Crown Royal. And then I realized it was to place my balls and my manhood into. And there was no refusing that this Christmas, and I gave up the will to fight, and here I am.
I mean, y'all look super cute. At least it's not like the whack ones where people have like bells and balls all over their shit.
I mean, who knows what's coming next?
Oh.
It's snowball now. Who knows?
Are you gonna be dressed as an elf and you gonna have like ears next?
Listen.
Please.
Listen, my manhood is gone. At this
mean,
point, what am I fighting for? So
a-
when you see me in a minivan, you'll know what happened.
Put a 2 in the chat if you want to see Brian next year with an elf outfit matching pajamas. I'm texting Allison right after this show to plant that seed for next year.
I am ashamed.
That's ours too.
I'm ashamed and embarrassed, and to all my brothers out there that fought the good fight for me, and I led the way. I caved. I apologize. Keep pushing, brothers. Do it for me.
No, all y'all go cave. That's
Do it for me.
okay.
Do it for me, y'all. Do it for me.
Okay. You cave. You do what you got to do
Do
with
it
your
for me.
families. I think thank you, person. Don't do it. I mean, it's too late now. He's already stepped in the matching pajama pond. So now we got to get like creative and be characters. I love it. I can't wait till next year.
Can we go to the next?
All right, let's get the people in here.
All right. What's the first topic? I'm gonna go grab two.
The first one is actually, you know what? Let's start with something. We're gonna start with something like Die Hard. Is that a Christmas movie?
Done. Yes. We about to have that debate. Hold on. Let me go grab two of our guests to have that conversation.
So while
And the Gremlins.
oh,
Gremlins.
okay. I like when the engineer helps foster a bullshit conversation. So while Brian is running back and forth doing this, being the Vanna White of the situation, put in the chat, do you think Gremlins and Die Hard are Christmas movies? Yay or nay? And why?
Teron and Amber.
I'll save my opinion. If you don't know me, if you haven't seen this, I've had this argument multiple times over the years. So I'm definitely had a steadfast opinion, but we're gonna argue for 18 minutes today.
Put it in the chat. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, and Gremlins.
Well, we can go a lot of movies.
Did
That's
Gremlins not? Let me look real quick.
Let's
When did it come out? Because it's
stay-
not a debate if we don't know
let's
when
stay
it came
on.
out.
Let's stay on. Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on. Come on. So we got our first two wonderful guests joining us. I'm sure you all know them and love them. I've seen them before. On my far left, my man Teron Ivy, and on my near right, my cuzzo Amber.
Why you so low to the ground? We gotta fix that.
I thank you.
That is unfortunate. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
And you. Everybody looks like Munchkin.
Right, I'm like, speaking of Munchkins, we need to put Brian in some elf ears next year.
Told you. We need to plant the seed to Allie if she's not watching Allison. Elf ears, elf hats for the fam next year. We need that.
You already did
In
match
our lives.
pajamas. You might as well kick your game up a bit.
What'd you say? Some where? Some jingle what?
Oh, now you don't want to hear that.
Some glitter.
Some jingle bells? Jiggle these balls. Anyway, let's talk about Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
This is the question. Now, the question, we'll start with Gremlins first. We want to know.
No. We got to start with the Die Hard
Okay,
because
so-
Gremlins is not up for debate. People do not debate if Gremlins is a Christmas
That's
movie.
true.
People debate if Die Hard is a
Okay,
Christmas
I want to
movie.
get the release date of Die Hard.
It came out in June of 1988,
July
I believe.
15th, 1988.
You think that's going to bolster your
I'm
case?
just,
For the record.
I just want to be fair in this argument. So the
Right.
question is, and we'll
Go
start with Amber. We know the release date was in the middle of the summer.
It was.
We know that it was a blockbuster.
It was.
But we do also know there was a theme of Christmas. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Why or why not?
I believe that it is.
Let's go.
I believe that it is because of the overall theme.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
It takes place Christmas time. Even though it was released, I just think that the timelessness of it being set at Christmas, the emotion that came through in those vents,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to, get those terrorists.
That's right. Those Christmas fucking terrorists.
Christmas terrorists.
Fucking Grinches.
Man, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Come on.
Y'all are down.
Ivy.
Yep.
Ain't no goddamn Christmas movie.
What? Why? Why
Why
say
is it
you?
not a Christmas movie?
Why? On what Christmas is about love, giving, spirit. Just having just that, I love you.
He loved Holly.
And that
He
has
fought
to do
all those
with-
terrorists for his love of Holly.
What does that have to do with Die Hard? Hard being a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
He's saying those elements aren't in Die
All right, they
Hard.
are not. Come on.
No, he fought for his wife and her love.
Damn
That's
right.
why he flew to LA
In the first
for
place.
her love.
Yep.
On Christmas.
On Christmas.
With a big ass bear.
Did he have some chocolates too?
Let me
And some
tell you,
chocolates.
And a limo.
this is more so a damn Christmas movie. Every night I got to fight to prove my love. That's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard.
You talking about fucking Five
You
Heartbeats?
damn right. Is that a hard?
No.
Is there a heart in that? I think it was Christmas in that scene.
Stand up.
No, and
Wait a
when he
minute,
was singing
no.
when he was singing the song in the
You
bedroom with all the
cannot
kids.
take one
Okay, maybe it wasn't.
scene in an entire movie
It's
and
not
make it a Christmas
Five
movie.
Heartbeats is not a Christmas movie. That's not even a. What did Jesse just say?
Wasn't there
Put that back up there.
Damn.
If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, what?
And listen, why you doing
Home
that?
Alone is a Christmas version of Lose Myself. Fine.
I would not argue with that,
But,
Jeff.
hey, but Gremlins
Done.
is a Christmas
No
movie.
debate.
I just want you to know.
You do know Gremlins also came out in the summer, right?
That's okay.
How do you differentiate the
Right?
two?
Why is it two?
How?
Because the Gremlins were an actual present.
They were actual present.
They were.
Thank you. And not to mention,
I haven't seen it.
they had the Christmas theme throughout
Gizmo
Gremlins.
was a present.
So did
I
Die
read that.
Hard.
So did Die
What?
Hard.
There were Christmas trees.
Ho ho ho, motherfucker! he wrote this shit
One
on
of
his
them-
fucking
one
shirt.
in the hat.
He had a hat, and when he
Santa
put
hat.
his Santa hat on the dude with the
He
they
tied
killed him and said
yeah.
ho ho ho.
The
Yeah,
most
sure he
Christmassy thing
I have a
about Die
machine
Hard
gun
was-
now too.
Yeah.
And he died with tinsel around him. I
That's
mean,
right.
hello.
Yeah.
Christmas throughout.
It was a Christmas party.
Can we get a drink or something?
Come on.
This shit
All right, so
is
he says
ridiculous.
no. Chantel, Die Hard,
Of
Christmas
course,
movie.
it's a fucking Christmas movie. It's a Christmas
Christmas
movie.
movie.
It's the magical third character of the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
The theme.
It moves the
Christmas.
plot along.
Yes.
It gets that emotion even more, just heightens emotion. Like
So in
not at
Hollywood, you
Christmas.
telling me they saying
It can't be
in Hollywood,
Christmas.
there's some screenwriter out there right now who's like kill 72 people, blow up a building, helicopters, bombs, cops, and they said Christmas movie.
Have you seen?
Now they did.
Wait.
Yes.
I just saying.
Yes.
Right, that's right.
That's right.
Well, no.
Have you seen these killer? First of all, they made a whole horror movie around a killer Santa Claus.
And Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving. So these are legitimate. Like, don't say they're killing and shooting. It's a whole movie out right now. What the fuck is that thing called? About the Santa that like the terrorists take over somebody's house and Santa comes and saves the family.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So don't tell me that these can't be themes of Christmas.
Bruh.
Would you say? Wait a minute. Would you say Friday the 13th are Halloween movies?
No, those are motherfucking slasher movies.
But they usually come out during Halloween, and the first one, if I understand, happened on Halloween.
Well, it was called Halloween.
It was
so that's
called
why.
Oh, no, not Friday the 13th. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
talking
I'm like,
about-
I'm all
Friday the
messed
13th
up.
was on Friday the 13th.
Oh.
I mean, Halloween is obviously,
Well, is it? Wait a minute. If the whole thing,
but Halloween is based around ghosts and gremlins and killing and.
But if the holiday has nothing
Paganism.
to do with the plot line, which in Die Hard it does, if you're trying to tell me that the fact that Christmas is there does not make it a Christmas movie, then Halloween is not a Halloween
But
movie.
Halloween.
It's just a
technically,
slasher
the
film
paganism
that
is
so
not about
happened to
killing.
happen on Halloween.
Whatever.
It's about death and-
They burn witches
If
at
that's
stake
gonna
and
make you
stuff.
say that Christmas
Of
Die Hard
honoring
is not a
the
Christmas
devil.
movie, I'm with you. I'm with you because Die Hard is not a damn
It
Christmas
is a.
movie.
Did it start off as a Christmas movie?
It did. It fully started off, and Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie.
I don't agree with that part. I think they were not a Christmas movie to start. They have transitioned into a Christmas movie.
People
Because they
say
saw a money-making opportunity.
people
no,
will
because
say,
people just
adopted
accepted
it.
it as a Christmas
People
movie.
said it is a action movie that was released in the summer that is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
All of these things can be true.
Did you see how you said that and you couldn't even not laugh and shit? Like, what is happening?
All these things can be
What is
true.
happening?
I
Well,
think
nowadays
it's
it's when reruns. When is it rerun?
on Christmas.
Christmas holidays.
Done.
It's part of people's Christmas routine,
It's part of mine.
as well as Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
Now, Bad Santa is damn right a Christmas movie.
Fuck
Hold
me, Santa.
on.
Fuck me, Santa.
I'm
That's right.
a eating, shitting, fucking Santa. That's
That's
how
right.
you want your holiday to go.
Absolutely. Hey, no, let me tell you the part that took me out, because the woman actually said the best. She said, fuck me in my ass. My ass was sore for 2 weeks. That's the part right
Hold
there.
on, wait. I want.
makes it a-
Hold on, wait. Time out. I want us to rewind how Teron started this conversation.
Please.
What makes Christmas movies again?
Please do. Please do.
Love,
Uh-huh.
which he was making love to her.
No, he wasn't
Not in
making
the
love to
ass,
nobody.
not in the ass.
He wasn't making love to nobody.
No, he was definitely making
He was
love
in that
to
beat down Oldsmobile. There was no love making happening. But go
her.
ahead.
What's love got to do with it?
Keep on.
You
What
know,
else?
so
What else?
But you
We
just
said
said
love
love.
the spirit of giving. He gave her cock.
He gave
He-
her anal.
Right.
He gave her
He was robbing motherfucking malls and okay, go ahead.
There were gifts.
There were gifts.
He gave joy, and then even in
And
that,
it was never joy. I don't care what you're talking about.
No,
I don't know.
that depends on who. That depends on who you
Depends on who
are.
it
That's
is.
for you.
not your monkey, not your
That's right.
circus,
You're
right?
right.
All right. There were gifts given.
Uh-huh.
He gave it to kids. I mean, he kicked one kid down a little step. So, I mean, there we have it.
He didn't give gifts, kids. He listened to what they wanted for Christmas, and usually said, "Get the fuck off my lap afterwards." I'm just telling you, if these are your rules for Christmas movies,
There's violence in that movie. Violence
Absolutely.
In Die Hard.
Was there violence in Bad Santa?
yes, he beat the mall kids
Down
up.
the stairs.
They earned that.
Qualified.
So did the terrorist. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, hey.
Oh my God.
So we've litigated this. Die Hard is now officially a Christmas
3-1.
movie. Salute.
I'm sorry, 4-1. 'cause
Salute.
Even the engineer said it's a Christmas
There
movie.
you
He
go.
did not say it was a Christmas movie.
He
Ron,
did.
is it a Christmas
And Ron
movie?
said, Die Hard Christmas movie, Ron.
Our Christmas movie.
Gremlins Christmas
4-1.
movie. Absolutely.
4-1.
Gremlins is definitely a Christmas
Long
movie.
Kiss Goodnight Christmas movie.
Sure. I would, yeah, sure.
Tell him. All right, what we got next? That's done.
Gotta think. Oh, you know what? We gonna get this question from part of my ugliest next.
My coke says I have to take.
Just go get the people.
Oh, I gotta know which two to pick. I don't know the question. That's the point.
Okay. Well, actually, while you're reading that,
Now you tell me who you want up here.
actually, let's talk about Simone Biles' husband.
Okay, who
and
you
a
want up here?
prize.
Who you want up here? Which two?
Oh, Angie
Mm-hmm.
and Dewan.
Go grab Angie and Dewan. We'll bring y'all back in a little bit.
Okay.
We have one question and done.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep rotating.
You'll be back.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
You did this before.
You'll be
this
back.
is not new.
You've been
I
here
know,
before.
but those stairs.
You can stand right over there.
You go in the green
You go in the
room.
corner.
I'll help you down.
Come on over.
The stairs.
Uh-oh.
Gotta go.
The stairs.
In the spirit of giving.
Exactly.
And just to catch
Angie and Dewan.
Angie Dewan. Just to catch the audience up, we're going to talk about Simone Biles' husband was interviewed. Did you see the clip?
I did not.
I wish I had the clip there. It's not
I mean, I've read all about it, but I have not actually watched it because I didn't give a shit. But go ahead.
Simone Biles' husband was interviewed on some podcast that I don't particularly watch.
Whatever.
And they were talking about when they met.
Come on in, good people.
Hey.
We gotta do this more. I like this rotating thing. It's fun. Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. On my right, my man D1, my frat brother, and on my left, 6. My girl, my business partner, Angie.
What's up, good
Anderson,
people?
the
I
Desnoctors in
can't.
the house.
I feel like we should do a Zeta one. They ain't gonna do a 06 one.
I know, I'm not paying him no attention. It's fine.
Okay. So the topic is
Daddies get to tell the kids what to do.
Simone Biles' husband being a prize. Just to catch us all up, get us up to speed. Simone Biles' husband was interviewed on a podcast where he was talking about how they met. How they met was a bit questionable, but here,
Why was it questionable?
because they met online.
She swiped right on him.
She swiped.
She slid in his DMs.
He swiped right on her.
Okay, but then she
and they
slid
met.
in the DMs.
They matched, so that was fine.
Uh-huh.
And then he went away to exercise, which I don't believe shit in his story, but fine, whatever. He went away to exercise. He came back. She liked some of his photos. He was like, "Oh, she's interested.
Okay.
I'm
Why is
gonna go
that
and do
not true?
something." He's like, "I'm gonna wait a second. I ain't gonna say nothing yet." So by the time he came back, she had inboxed him.
She slid her DMs.
to want to meet.
Okay, why is
Fine.
this unbelievable?
I don't
You know how
know.
many
Wait a
chicks is
minute,
probably in
I'm
his inbox?
I'm not done. So then he follows up and says, "I didn't even know who she was
And that
because
is a
I
lie.
didn't follow.
We don't know that's a lie. We don't know that's a lie. We did not know that was a lie. We did not know
I
that.
didn't follow
was a lie.
gymnastics, even though
Because he knew one gymnastics person, doesn't mean he knew another.
Can I say
Go
the
ahead.
damn
Go ahead.
stage?
Go ahead.
Let's shine for
He said
Everybody know what the hell this
he
conversation is.
didn't
They've read
know,
this shit.
and then they said you weren't even interested. He was like, no, I was interested. And then at some point, somebody asked, "So are you the prize?" And he said, "Of course I'm the prize. Why
Okay.
wouldn't I be the prize?
Goddamn right.
Even though it's a fucking flying here.
Yeah, it's all right.
Even though I didn't know she was Simone Biles.
Which is a lie.
So since Dewan really wants to hop into
How was
this
his lie?
subject real bad,
I'd have to
Is
find
he
his
the
way.
prize?
No, you were adamant.
No. So he did a Twitter years and years
It wasn't
ago.
about Simone Biles.
It was about. 'Cause
No,
he talked
it was
about her
He's
teeth.
talking about Gabby.
Oh, you talking about Gabby?
Yeah, not Simone.
All right.
Yeah.
you know, for somebody that didn't know this shit,
I said I didn't watch the clip. I didn't say I didn't know what was going on because all you motherfuckers talked about on Facebook for a week. So I couldn't get away from it.
Just why?
all right, is he right? Is he the prize? We've already deduced he's a liar. Because I agree. He knew who the fuck she was. She was all over the goddamn TV.
Right, I still think he knew who she was too. Right? Yeah,
he knew who she was.
Even if
he might not have put the two together at the time.
Really?
Did she have a picture with all her gold medals as her profile pic?
How common is the name Simone Biles though? Like
I don't know. Maybe it was Simone B. Maybe it was Simone B.
No, he
Robert
said
Jenkins.
he said he read Simone Biles. He's read the name.
He might have been drunk when he swiped right. Who knows? Go ahead.
He's a fucking liar. What the problem is?
I don't know the man. He couldn't.
But okay.
So he was.
I mean, if he feels he's a surprise, why isn't he should be the prize? I guess why not?
That's your
rationale.
That's your rationale.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of feel like so I think he was lying when he was like, I don't know who she
Right.
was. Yeah, okay, we're not even.
I think the whole story was some bullshit.
Why doesn't she's sitting right there? She could have just agreed to anything.
Right. I mean,
it was
who the fuck is doing? Your man is sitting there lying. You gonna roll with the lie until you get off screen and be like, the fuck are you talking about? None of that happened.
Hold on.
You gonna roll with your wife until you get off screen.
Nah, not when she making me look a goddamn fool. Now she want wait. Now she want to lie and say, yeah, we love going to the Anderson's house at Christmas and watching Charlie Brown. I'm gonna sit there and be like, we don't like that shit. But if she gonna be there, she gonna sit there and be like,
check her online.
And depending on how outrageous she going with the story. Yes, it's gotta get.
So I think that he lied about not knowing who she was. But if you're looking at the whole thing, because everybody's looking at the clip, if you look at the whole thing, why wouldn't he say that he's the prize? Like, you should have that confidence that I'm bringing something to the table just like she is, right?
Right.
And because people are gonna do what they're doing right now, which is discounting him, like, oh, you act like you didn't know who she was. She's Simone Biles, and what are you? What are you bringing to the table? Did you all know his name beforehand? No, exactly, right? So why wouldn't he say that he's the prize? Because he's bringing something to that relationship. Now, I don't believe the shit about him saying...
And he's a professional football player.
Right.
He's not nobody.
So my question would be, what does he bring into the relationship?
That ain't what they wanted to talk about. But... everybody,
yeah, because they should have asked that question as a follow-up, because men love that motherfucking question to women, but I digress.
Right, but that wasn't the point of the conversation. The conversation, once he said that, everybody was like,
who the fuck are you?
Right, who the fuck are you, right? So then it got derailed and sidetracked. So if he feels like he's the prize, he's the prize. Who would say that he isn't?
So from my understanding, and I didn't watch any of this, just from the reading, what I've read, what I'm led to understand is that most of the rest of the show, he was bigging up her the whole time. That she had his back. She was helping him get to where he needed to go. She was his major inspiration. She's this beautiful woman that he loves so much, and all these other great things. And then he had this little piece of divergence that everybody latched on to.
Right.
But
it's the media.
I get that. I'm just saying. I want to make sure. I'm not saying right. I'm asking. That's accurate.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm reading correctly.
Here's where he failed, right? And I don't. If he's in my understanding, he's a football player. So I don't know who his PR people are, but he needs to fire them. What his response should have been to, "Am I the prize or are you the prize?" is, you know what? We are in a healthy relationship. We have all had advantages from being with each other. So I've gotten things from her. She's gotten things from me. So I wouldn't say either one of us are a prize per se, but we have all managed to. It's advantageous for us to be together.
That's too many words. That's too many words.
I like
well,
that.
I'm sorry.
I like that.
Being like, yes, I'm a prize.
I like that shit.
There has no place for you to go but to look like an asshole. But
nobody's gonna do that. But I like that.
All I'm saying is, if he was media savvy, he would have made both of them the prize, or neither one of them the prize, instead of latching on to, yeah, I'm the prize.
Ask me a question.
Are you the prize?
You goddamn right.
I know that was gonna be
goddamn right. I'm the prize.
Right.
I am.
Now wait.
Say that shit again.
Let's go into. Let's talk about what Brian brought up. Was did what he said, the story about how they met, did it make her look kind of away, Angie?
Made her look thirsty.
I'm not talking to you yet.
Okay.
Relax over there, Angie.
That side of the room. That side of the room just don't follow fucking direction. That whole side.
You know what? Maybe
Alphas make the rules.
06.
Alphas make the rules.
Goddamn right.
Alphas make the rules.
We're gonna let the ladies go.
Oh my god. Did it make her look away?
Why? Because she went after the person she wanted? So she slid into his DM. People do that all the time.
Okay.
People do that all the time. So I think that the issue is there are people, men, who have an issue with that because they want to be the one to take the lead, right? You know, I think one of the shows we were talking about Foss was like, women, y'all don't realize y'all can just compliment a man and say, oh, nice shoes, like your cologne. And it starts a conversation. Mm-hmm. And so we've been conditioned to think that they're always supposed to be the pursuer. That doesn't mean that limits us in expressing an interest. So if people think that she looked desperate by going into his DM, I want to see what their relationship looked like.
All right. I
want to see if they're in a relationship.
I think I don't hate
First
that take. All right. It's your turn now, Dewan.
I said what I said already.
He said I said what I said.
Why does she look thirsty, Dewan?
No, I mean, I have to piggyback off what Angie was saying. She's absolutely right. Most of the time, men want to take the lead. Mm-hmm. So, there's nothing wrong with women at different times, I guess, if the timing is right, to sort of show that interest. Show that interest.
His throat getting a little dry. He choking on that shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have a beverage. Have a beverage.
I don't know. It might not be over. No, I get
that.
So, but yeah, she.
What about it made her look thirsty?
I mean, what?
We need points.
He was swipe right, and he liked a few pictures, and then she jumped in his DMs. He didn't even show an interest. He didn't like none of her pictures.
That ain't never stopped a nigga from doing that to a female.
Facts.
She not lying.
Help me understand, because I'm confused.
Facts.
But we're talking about male versus female.
No, we're not. No, we're not talking about male versus female. We're talking about why does that make her look thirsty? And you still haven't given an argument, Mr. First of all. You gave an argument.
Here's what I find interesting about this conversation. And because, to Dewan's point, a lot of people did say she looked thirsty, but a lot of those people I saw to say that wasn't men. It was mostly women that said she looked thirsty. Yeah. So you all put these shackles on each other more so than we do about how you move and operate in this romantic dating space. So that's unfortunate, one. Two, I think it is, to your point though, Shantae, I talk crazy and everybody knows I give my wife the biggest of props. And it's fine for everybody to feel like they are a prize because in any relationship, both of you are somewhat of a prize. So it's cool to, and I think what happened, I did see like a 2 seconds of this clip, just of who was, I didn't hear it, but I saw who was in the room. I think it was some older brothers in there, right? Some older football players. I think he was trying to flex a little bit, just trying to barbershop talk, show out a little bit. I'm not even sure if he like meant it. But he did. I mean, it does in the way that clip was framed did make her look a certain way. I don't think he was doing it intentionally. I think that was just the media trying to be clickbaitish. But because clearly, as we said in the rest of the interview, he was very complimentary and big up and her up. But in that space, it's particularly as you said when you're a personality. He plays for the Packers, and she's obviously Simone Biles. You got PR people that need to kind of frame how you speak about that. But at the end of the day, they seem to be in love. She didn't seem overly pressed about it. Maybe she checked his ass in the car later.
I'm sure she did, actually.
And all I've heard henceforth after the first couple of days of heat was, yeah, but that motherfucker fine. So y'all ain't too mad at the brother.
Right.
I mean, in all reality, this really isn't that big of a deal. He's like, 28? I don't know how old he is.
I don't even know he's that old.
He's young. Yeah. He's going to say something stupid, but I go back to my original statement that he needs to fire his media people because they have trained him.
He probably doesn't have a personal PR person.
Too hard. And just to be fair, Mr. Simone Biles, I also understand.
And he's not nobody.
Wait. Did you say Mr. Simone Biles?
I sure did.
Because
he was leaning. The people on the podcast were kind of driving him to say some bullshit like that, right? Because they were like, well, you wasn't really interested in her. And he was like, no. So he needs to learn to frame things in a way that he doesn't emasculate himself and still doesn't make her look away. Yeah. Because the way he framed it, even if it was like 2 days had went past, right? Because that could have literally been it. It could have been over a course of a week. We don't know. But the way that he framed it made it sound like within 5 minutes she was liking his stuff. And then like 30 minutes later she sent him a DM. Yeah. Instead of adding context that... Yeah. And he also was very clear that he wasn't trying to look thirsty for her. Mm-hmm. I think that's the piece that everybody was kind of like, well, fam, like, why are you pushing back so hard on showing interest in her? And I think that was the part I was more irritated about than anything. Mm-hmm. Like, you're interested in her. Act interested. Don't do the man thing of, I just want to be cool and matter of fact. You know what I'm saying?
But
that shit, you like her.
But
I think it goes back to conditioning because you were talking about the people were giving the most flack about her being thirsty were women, but it's all about conditioning because when it boils down to it, people, especially women, learn about relationships and what roles are supposed to be based on a patriarchal society.
Absolutely.
And so he's learning the same shit.
Yep.
You know, in a different way because he's a man, right?
Yeah.
So.
Hey, hold on, real quick question. What's his name?
Mr. Simone Biles.
Anybody know his man's real name? I'm gonna end it there. Switch. All right, we gotta go to the other side. I do not know what that man's name is, and I'm a football fan.
All right, we're gonna talk about a wrongful divorce next.
Wrongful divorce. All right, give me Bam and Keisha.
Oh
shit.
Bam and Keisha. We'll bring y'all back in a little bit, people.
Okay.
Get a drink.
And
Get a drink.
I'll let you read it real quick.
Okay.
Damn, for wrongful divorce.
Ooh. That's gonna be something.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw this online. I said,
I think I've seen that one
this
before,
is
but.
the type of fuck shit we need to be talking about today.
And we bringing the two right people up to do it. Cause I think Bam already a little drunk.
Oh my god. Does that mean Bram gonna curse me out again? Or
Possibly.
attempt to?
I hope so. Ooh, fingers crossed. That makes for good TV, y'all.
Look, we already saw the last time he got rather emotional when I accidentally said something to
That's
trigger
all.
him.
He'd stay emotional.
Hey!
Well, come on in, girly girl.
I wanted Simone Biles.
Oh,
Sorry.
We're sorry.
That's a good one,
You'll
though.
like this one. Come on in, B.
That's a
As
good
y'all
one.
know, my man far left 50
I like
grand
that sweater.
since 13 years old. My guy Bamik. And on my near right. Look at this sexy little thing over here, girl. Come on, Shaka Drop. That girl Keisha. All right, come on.
All right. So we're going to talk about a divorce, a wrongful divorce. Ready? Need everybody to listen.
I'm scared.
You should.
Today I found out my 7-year-old daughter really did lie about my husband's other girlfriend as revenge for being grounded and that he never cheated on me at all. We're well into our divorce proceedings and he won't forgive me for not believing him when he denied it. Fuck my life. Keisha.
That's real?
It was a real post,
I mean, it
so
was a
I
post.
assume it's real.
What's the question here?
Oh my god. And there's so many questions
Yeah.
here. I guess let's start with your initial thoughts about what would you do? You're the wife. You found out your daughter lied about your husband cheating on you.
Invisible pearls.
What's your next move? You're in divorce. I mean, you're in the proceedings. You about to sign the contract a month from now to sever ties.
Is the daughter still alive?
I mean, they didn't mention it, so I can only assume.
Ooh, that's tough. I don't even.
You need a moment?
Yes.
Okay, bam.
All right, so
Bam don't need a moment.
They're ready.
Bam don't need a moment.
but look, I had already told her. I was like, I'm not even going up there.
Yeah, you did. Now you want to chime in.
So now I'm here.
You the husband. Your wife's divorcing you because your daughter said you had a girlfriend. Now you find, I don't know, he had to have found out at some point, right?
All right.
That your daughter lied to your wife because she was mad because she was grounded. What you doing?
I'm fair. And when I say I'm fair, I honestly literally need to listen to the whole situation. So I will listen to my daughter first and foremost. So I'm already scary because I'm already scared of my wife because she already has everything that's going on because she's going to control what's actually happening in this relationship, period.
Fuck them kids.
Goddamn. Okay.
I need my husband.
Shit.
I can make more kids.
All right.
I guess she took her 30 seconds to come up with a position.
So what had happened was when my wife said that shit, I was like, "Are you serious?"
All right, so B, you are the husband.
Yep.
You are in the middle of this divorce that you didn't want because your wife is leaving you because your daughter said you had a girlfriend you didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
She lied.
She lied. It's all out now.
It's all
Now
out.
your wife has come back like, baby, I'm sorry. How you playing it?
What you doing?
I tell her, I was like, you know what? We're not even cool like that no more.
Why? No, for real. And I mean that in like for real. You know your daughter lied. You know it at this point. I mean, you knew it before, but now you know it's all come out. No, I'm being serious.
But
Why?
now my wife knows.
Right. She didn't know it before.
She's
She
lying.
have proof.
I mean, I don't know what happened.
So she already knows that she was already on some bullshit. So the thing is, now I have to go to this space where I'm like, psh,
How did the wife know that the daughter was on bullshit though?
Nobody
knew.
Y'all
do I care?
apparently not. Apparently you don't.
I'm single.
Because
if I had a husband, I know how hard it is out here in these streets. I'm begging him, please.
I'm available.
Honey, baby,
I'm
please.
available.
Look, she on punishment for life. The 7-year-old, baby. Don't blink. All you could do is go to school.
Right.
No.
On punishment for life.
But what I'm saying is, like, let's be realistic. Like, if I can't believe my wife.
But she's not the one that lied.
She didn't lie.
Exactly. So I'm asking her. I would ask her first, like, hey, what's up? And if she can tell me what's really going on, then
The wife, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Didn't she say? Wait.
No, so she's just taking the word of the 7-year-old.
Right.
And I think what
Okay,
B is
the wife
saying is, if as a husband, if my child comes to my wife with something and my wife brings it to me and I'm like,
I ain't do that shit.
all right, come on. She's 7, she's tripping, she may be angry about it, or whatever the shit is.
Yeah.
You chose the 7-year-old's word over mine. How do I get back there?
Lord have mercy.
Right. Because the thing is, what I'm really thinking about is at that point is, what I'm really thinking about at that point is, I'm like, hey, answer me. Just talk to me as that grown man and my wife. So let's figure this out. If we're not figuring that out, then we're not doing shit.
So once she come back and she found out, you like,
I'm like, that
sign
was
these
bullshit.
She didn't give me the grace in the beginning.
Right.
Why am I giving you the grace now?
right.
I'm not saying that's how I'll handle it, but I think that's what B is saying.
Okay.
Well, how would you handle it?
Oh, damn, dog.
That's rough.
Sorry, I know that's tough.
No, that's tough. B is less forgiving than I am in general.
What you mean?
That motherfucker, shut up. Anyway, I would probably try to forgive it.
Okay.
I would probably try to forgive it. I would understand that. Who's thinking that a 7-year-old is making that up? And I understand that we can have this conversation, and
And there could be so many different,
different-
scenarios. Like, is this kid a liar all the time?
right
Like, all
variables,
the different
right?
things.
If,
So there's
assuming
different-
assuming that
That's the
nothing
whole
has
point,
been
man.
crazy
I'm
like
worried
this.
about
Now,
us.
if my kid always been on some trash, I'm like, I love.
But you already know your kids.
But I'm saying, if nothing like this had ever surfaced, the kid's been up and up all the time, and then this comes out, I could see why. Especially a 7-year-old, that's a hell of a story to be made, right?
All
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, so I would probably understand where she,
That's why I'm-
immediately
that's why
jumped out the
Right.
window, and I would
That's
try to
exactly
give grace
why I
behind
would
it.
ask her.
And
I would
I'd
ask her.
have such a motherfucking trump card.
You put-
I'm sorry, I can't what? Oh, okay, all right.
But that's exactly why I would actually ask her, like, hey, what the fuck is going on with this shit? You see what I'm saying? My wife.
Yeah, and she'd be like, my daughter said she saw you in some bitch.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop this here
Shit and shit.
because I'm gonna throw a grown up monkey wrench in here.
Do it.
Why is nobody asking the question to the kid? What the fuck is going on that you would lie on your daddy like that?
Oh, that's
Both
a
the
whole
mother-
other conversation.
Both the mother and the father.
Because
a
you
whole other
can't start
conversation.
beating them at
The
that
first,
point.
the
Shit,
first
I'm stop beating
That's why they
them.
lied, because they
Right,
didn't get
I've been
beat.
start beating that ass.
If I
This
was
kid's
the
bad as
mother
hell.
or the father, my first instinct before I talk to you, before anything, would be to sit down with that kid, both of us, and be like, what is going on?
But wait.
This is very, I'm going to assume this kid is not a normal liar.
I would ask my wife.
And I would need to understand that because there's
Wait,
something.
so wait, I'm trying to, hold on, pause. I'm
I would
trying to
ask
understand
my
your
wife.
question here.
I would ask
You're going to sit the 7-year-old down, you're going to say, what's going on? So you're going to ask for details,
yes,
blah,
why the
blah,
fuck
blah,
are
blah,
you
blah,
lying
blah.
on your daddy?
But you wouldn't know they were lying. You say after you know
After
you're lying.
I know it's a
That's a
lie.
whole other conversation. Let's stick to this.
But that's the first thing I'm going to do.
That's not the first thing you're going to do
Yes, it
because
is.
you're in the middle of the divorce. So what do you want your husband to do in this scenario?
To sit down
No,
with
nigga,
me
what
and
about
look-
you? About you. We're not talking about the kids. A whole other conversation.
I would be too. My brain would be like.
So you wouldn't be worried about getting your husband back.
I mean, yes, I would.
This is the question I'm asking.
But this is the step
That's
to
the
getting
problem.
him back. Is to understand why did she do that?
You already know.
Because he's already pissed off, right? He's
he's
already like, fuck you. We getting this divorce.
I'm
To
about
me,
to
I'm like,
go
if you were gonna heal it, we need to
crazy
understand
on
why
this
she
little
did
girl.
that. Number one, so that we can have a conversation.
That's the first thing you're
about
going to do.
what.
First thing,
that's the problem.
First thing you need to be doing is dropping to your knees and begging for my motherfucking forgiveness. You want to go straight to couples counseling with the kid? Nah, nigga. What about us? Fix that. She didn't break us. You broke us. You jumped out the window.
Oh, that's
without having a conversation with me,
different.
without believing me.
But you just said she's 7.
That's different, bro.
Why would a 7-year-old
tell
Why would
that
she say
lie?
I don't
and
disagree.
as the parent,
So you gotta have that. You gotta heal that wound with me first, and I'm gonna tell you what's not gonna heal that wound first. Not sitting down with a 7-year-old trying to figure out why she did it. That needs to be had. But the first conversation needs to be had is you need to be bringing me some flowers and singing some soul songs.
You ain't gotta be brave.
why you want flowers?
I like flowers. Flowers are pretty.
Flowers.
Is you a woman?
I'm talking about the kids.
Your husband. What's your next step here?
I'm gonna need to be begging for forgiveness, like for real. I mean, you know, there's so many scenarios, and this is if our relationship was like, you know, smooth sailing all the way, there was no other, you know, extra things going on, and this is the first thing, and we automatically are like getting a divorce, and I find out that this little.
It's your daughter
Your
now.
daughter. Your daughter. This is your daughter.
These kids is different these days.
This is your daughter.
You know what I'm saying?
Watch your mouth before you diss your daughter.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to, like, you know what I'm saying, bring you some flowers, babe.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to bring you some flowers.
It's gonna have to be some humbleness.
Right.
Don't Keisha. Sean want to come in and be like, my fault, babe. Let's figure out why this little motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Sean.
That ain't gonna do it.
Feel like I'm not saying I wouldn't say sorry. Of course I would apologize. Of course we'd have a conversation about me jumping out the window. But to me,
we can forgive that.
To me, the healing starts with the child, because that's
where
it starts.
We have to deal with that child.
That's where the healing starts. Understanding how that even happened.
The healing starts with us first, and then we figure out the child situation.
You said the child was upset with the father, right?
They didn't say with who. They just said she was on
punishment. They just said she was getting revenge for being grounded.
I'm sure they both grounded her. So
I mean, she would have lied on the mama if the mama grounded her. She lied on the father.
Now, what we don't know is had the daddy been caught up in some shit before.
So that's also important, right? Now, men. Now, let's try to take 2 minutes to answer this. If it was reversed,
that's what I just said.
Kid came to you and said, "Mommy was kissing the mailman."
Santa Claus. I saw mommy
jumping off that
cliff. I need details first.
Well, first I'm fucking.
How many details you think you getting from a 7-year-old?
First, I'm fucking the mailman up.
I was the mail woman.
Right. That's well. Now we have to different
Number one, the person who delivers mail in my area, she's a female. So.
But you just said on a male woman.
So I got this. I'm like, man,
y'all know y'all can fuck up a scenario.
No, we don't fuck up scenarios.
She y'all said the male woman. Okay, all right. So the question is, if the situation was reversed,
yes. What you doing?
I am probably having that conversation. You're talking about having the conversation with the child after. I'm having that conversation up front. Because I'm probably, if we dig deep enough, that child is cracking, and we're probably.
But you don't know it's a lie at this point.
It doesn't matter. I don't know if it's true either.
Until you get to the.
I'm going to give my wife the benefit of the doubt until my 7-year-old pulls out receipts in some way, shape, or form. Hey,
well, if she said it, I need to see some receipts.
I got pictures.
I'm not saying that, but if she's telling a story and sticking to it, and it shit sounds plausible and feasible, and I already got some suspicions about some other shit, blah 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 blah.
Who's not fair? I just asked.
You know what you're not fair about?
But I'm having that conversation you want to have after fact first.
Okay.
I literally believe that if a kid is saying something like that, somebody's saying something. And if they're saying something, then let's be realistic about it. Let's address it. And I'm saying, like, the adults have to address it.
I feel like our age group as kids,
he just found it.
We not playing them games. These kids these days, they coming up with some shit like this because they mad.
That's fair.
We wasn't doing that because mamas would be like, "I'm gonna whoop you."
It's going down.
Yeah. And
these
you
kids
know what?
these days, they different.
We about to flip some shit.
They
are different.
I do not believe you or you. I think if your 7-year-old child came to you and said, "Mommy was doing something," you jump off that motherfucking cliff too. And y'all want to be mature, and that's cute. But I think you jumping off that motherfucking cliff too. And here is why.
I feel like it just depends on the situation. Like
on the relationship.
Right, there's so many different scenarios that could go. Like,
but to your point,
has my husband like? Have we already been having some issues?
Right.
Or does this kid like? It's so many different things. But if we're like good, and my kid comes out of the blue like, Daddy,
you
want
ask
jumping
that
like,
question. I'm going to straight
Because your
ask
first
that
question is going to be, why would the kid lie?
What the fuck is my child saying to me?
Right.
No, what I'm saying is,
We would be mad,
yeah. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Wait till mama get home. And then when mama get home, we sitting down and we having that
conversation with mom, but not the kid.
This child said to me that you said that this is what's happening, and so we gonna have an issue. So we gonna talk. So once we start having that conversation, it has nothing to do with that kid at that point, because the kid already put that out there.
Okay.
So once the kid put that out there, what are we doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing?
Talking about it.
Exactly.
And then we are going to get to the bottom of it sooner than later, because we have to be somewhere.
Okay, so once the kid says that they lied, then what?
Oh,
but they don't say they lied at that point. What I'm saying is...
But you know what? You know what? At that point, when my kid says they lied, then we have a different issue that has to do with the kid.
Yeah.
Fucking Chantel said that 8 minutes
Yeah, but you
ago.
said no. But you said what we're saying is we're attacking that up front. You're attacking that on the back end.
You don't know they're lying.
That's what I'm saying. You find out.
I don't know that until I get to a point where I know that it's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I don't just take a word for it up front.
Right.
That's what we saying. You saying I'm taking a word and into the middle of the divorce.
Y'all are wildin'. Y'all would absolutely believe a 7-year-old.
No, you believe your 7-year-old. That's what I'm hearing.
I ain't believing my 7-year-old.
That's what I'm hearing.
Nah. Maybe back.
Maybe y'all 7-year-olds are liars.
That's what you.
Maybe that.
You like. If Sally said it. If Sally said it, it's true.
My kid was never a liar. She's still not to this day. If she came to me and she said she saw Tony doing something, I'm jumping off that motherfucking cliff.
And then when you find out she's lying,
then I'm gonna apologize.
Then motherfucker, find out first.
You're wrong at that point.
Yeah, you're wrong.
If you don't find out till 8 months later when
whose fault is that?
How long? Why you waiting that long?
Whose fault is that?
Maybe the kid is a fantastic liar and kept up the facade for 8 months.
Oh my God!
The kid is out of it.
Right.
The kid
Now we understand you're fucked up. It's not the kid. All right, switch.
And that's a valid point. You only gonna talk to the kid once. You're not gonna have these repetitive conversations. Are you sure?
No, I have to. Okay, so let me ask you this.
You shouldn't have to. You should have sniffed that shit out.
Let me ask you this, because
with 3 good questions. Three good questions, you know.
It's not even about that. What I'm trying to figure out is, like, if your kid says something, you're gonna just believe them point blank.
If I have no reason to not believe them, or something about the story doesn't make sense,
and they're just wrong, and they lie.
Yeah, kids lie all the damn time.
Yes.
So do
Mommy,
grown-ups.
I finished my
Yes.
So who?
Yes.
Everybody lies.
We lie all the time, but the thing is,
so you immediately just gonna believe it.
Again, if I have no reason to believe that
you don't have any reason not to. You don't have no reason to believe that your man was stepping out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Your man.
Who I choose. This is
This is what I'm saying.
Kevin, no. This is a situation
either or?
where you have to choose who to believe. You cannot sit in this and take everybody. I'm just gonna step back. You're going to make a choice.
That's why you have to address it right there. Kill it right there.
Correct. You're going to make a choice on who to believe. It's either going to be the kid or it's going to be the man.
You can make the kid crumble in 5 good questions if you know what you're doing.
Lord have mercy.
I'm believing my wife. I am.
All day.
I'm believing my wife.
All day.
But you should find out who to believe before the divorce situation.
You made a choice.
You signed them papers.
She made a choice to believe the kid. She has to regret it now, and that's fine. But you got to choose who to believe.
Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up.
That was fine.
Let's switch it up. We'll get y'all back. Let's switch it up.
I swear to God, I didn't even want to come up here.
Well, then get out.
This was a good one. You did good. And you didn't curse me out. Look at that.
Progress.
Don't do it, Jesus.
Progress. Go get some of that
Brian,
cake.
can you pull up
Go get some of that 7-Up cake.
Which one?
That 7-Up cake was
Remind me.
That 7-Up cake, baby. Let's get that.
Who we bringing up?
Who we get? What's the next question? Who we want?
Who else is down there? That ain't been.
Oh, Shane done walked in. Get Shane and get Shane and Ivy.
Oh Lord.
Oh, can I get out?
Yes. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Please.
Wait, don't play it yet. Wait, go back so I can. That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Let me go back and make sure I remember this one. Yes.
B.
Oh yes, this is a good one for both Shane and Ivy. Yeah.
We're good. Bye.
This is such a good one.
Since I don't like y'all.
You love us. Get out.
Yeah, true.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Y'all go.
Right, that was Bam's last appearance. I don't even know he was saying that. Oh, we don't tape delay. He might hear that downstairs.
He walk slow, he'll miss it.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Wait, it's up to the line because it's too.
He put his daughter up to the line. Can we go back? I missed it. Plot twist. He put his daughter up to the line because it's
Jesse on one today. He is on one today.
You know what? That makes sense.
Hey, go tell your mama. It's gonna be funny. We gonna make a little game out of it.
Look at where they at.
We gonna make a little game out of it.
I love it.
You got a son. I got to call you.
Oh, he won't do it.
I'm over here. Oh,
Goofy.
Who's that Shane?
Of course, no, he won't. He play like he don't want to be on TV. Even he been on this podcast 15 times. But anyway.
Lord have mercy. All right.
That's all right. Good call. Let's do it.
Ready? All right. Can you play? Oh wait. Let's let Amber sit.
gracias.
Yep. Let's play the video. I'm not even gonna say anything. We're gonna watch the video
and then
we're gonna react.
Okay.
All right. Ryan, whenever you're ready.
I have no idea what this is, by the way.
Let's go.
Sound.
To even ask for that.
Am I the for refusing to take my ex-girlfriend's 2 other children with me for Christmas? I have a daughter, Claire, 14-year-old female, with my ex, Amy. Amy and I broke up when Claire was born because she felt like we settled down too soon and felt shackled by our relationship and family. We have always shared 50-50 custody since. I got married to my now wife, Jane, 35-year-old female, about 5 years ago. Amy went on to have 2 other kids with 2 different men who aren't involved with the kids. So she has full custody of her 2 kids, then 50% of Claire. Her 2 youngest sons are 2 and 4. Claire doesn't love her living situation with her mom. The place is crowded, and her 2 younger brothers are just, well, toddlers. She also gets along really well with my now wife and wants to spend a lot of time with her. Claire asked me if she can spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with me and Jane. She asked her mom before I could discuss it with her, and Amy called to tell me it's okay and that Claire can spend both days with me because she has her hands full anyway, and it would take some work off her plate. I'm excited to have both days with Claire, and so is Jane. Jane actually suggested we go somewhere, so we planned a trip to a beach resort in another city. I called Amy to let her know, and she said it's fine, but she called me back 2 days later asking if there's any chance I can cancel the beach trip and do something in our city, and also include her sons so that she can go and see her family this Christmas. She said her sons don't have passports, so she can't take them to another country with her to visit her family. But this is the only time she has to visit her family because she always has to work. I said, I barely know her kids, so it's going to be strange to just take them in, take care of them for however many days she's gone. And taking care of 2 toddlers that I don't even personally know is not my idea of a good Christmas. I also already told Claire about the beach trip, and she was so excited. So simply staying home isn't an option if it's not an emergency. I don't imagine she'll be too happy to have her brothers come along with her. She complains about being at her mom's home because of them all the time. I told Amy the reasons above, and she said I'm doing this to punish her for leaving me, and that I could easily take care of her sons. But I'm being spiteful. I told her to stop being ridiculous. We broke up 14 years ago, and I found the love of my life after that. There's no reason on earth for me to be spiteful.
I don't care. Turn the shit off. Surmise this shit, Shantae. This is a fucking 20-minute clip. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know who Amy and Jane and Karen are. I don't know who these motherfuckers are.
Because you were too busy trying to kill the fucking
because he was talking too much.
All right, here is the condensed version
Narrow it
of
down.
what happened.
Fuck them kids, I agree.
There's the man and his ex. They have a baby. Well, I guess she's 14. So the baby.
She grown.
Anyway, come on.
She's 14.
Make quick.
She wanted to go with her daddy for Christmas and New Year's Eve. They asked the mama, and she said that's cool. The mama also has 2 toddlers.
Got it. That ain't his. Got it.
Right. Not the man's. So it was okay. He made plans to take him out of town. So
she asked, can the toddlers go on the trip with him? Is that what we're saying?
Well, that initial question was, would he cancel his trip and then take the toddlers so she can go visit her family? Which he said he already booked everything, so that's not possible.
Okay.
And then she pushed back and said, I can't believe that you're being spiteful and won't watch my kids. So that's the condensed version.
Gotcha.
So the question is he being an asshole for not wanting to take
Should I go
his
first?
daughter,
Absolutely
brother?
not.
No.
Absolutely not. Are you fucking kidding me?
She's weird.
Those 2 kids did not come out of his ball sack.
Not
So,
only that, she's
absolutely not.
weird. I would not let my
Thank you.
toddlers go. That are no.
In
I
fact,
did
he
this
should
so
be-
everybody could get infuriated, quite frankly.
That's-
And Brian is the most infuriating.
He should be calling DCFS on her.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
That's horrible. I would never.
She's
let
irresponsible. She's a bad mother. And she's fucking batshit crazy.
Her judgment is not very on the high.
She's the one that's being spiteful.
There's also a piece where she says she's overwhelmed with all the kids. So I don't know if that's helpful or hurt, but it's just in there. Brian?
Why do we even do this? Let me say this, people. I did not clear this line of questioning because this is a dumbass conversation.
I got called back in for this shit.
I didn't even know what this was going. I didn't know this was happening.
I knew I had to sit by you for a reason.
What was you gonna do if you didn't?
I mean,
if you gonna fight, can you get your girl?
I know.
You the one that said, like I said, what
Chantel, why is this even a question? How is this a question?
Wasn't the point to have dialogue over bullshit?
This is not. But
this is clearly bullshit.
Nobody in their right mind is gonna say, "Did you get that mug? Look at this motherfucker, Mr. Miyagi." Show
God damn.
God, good man. We gonna act like
did we need the fly carcass though?
I did. I want to see that shit. Goodness, shit. That was it. Y'all just saw a man catch a fly live in his hand on live TV.
You don't know what flies be.
Yeah, well, it had to go. There you go. There's nothing. There's no conversation to be had here, Chantel. Nobody's going to agree with her.
I'm sorry. I will ask another question.
Who did you think was going to agree with her?
I never expected that, but I wanted us to have a dialogue and apparently get you fucking infuriated.
What's the
mission accomplished?
There, done. Can we get a real question here, please?
Can we put on the Karate Kid after that shit I just said?
It's the Karate Kid a Christmas movie, not just. No, it's not.
It's a fun time.
No, it is not.
It might be a Halloween movie though.
You know what? I hate y'all so much. All right, another dumb question that you're gonna be like, why are you asking that? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I usually look at these before I let Chantel go off the rail. My bad. End of the year slippage.
He doesn't actually, but whatever. All right, I'll read this question. My coworker said his wife isn't talking to him because he canceled Christmas.
Okay.
While he didn't buy her anything for Christmas, he did pay off $6,000 of her credit cards, $14,000 of his credit cards, and they took a $10,000 trip to Europe. Looks like Christmas to me. He said she took back the gift she bought him and has been giving him the silent treatment since Monday.
What? 6 bands on her credit card.
6 bands on his.
No, 14 on his. And then a 10-band trip. And
yeah, we don't know who paid for it. Maybe it was
he fucking paid for it.
It sounds very much like he paid for it.
Well, no, it said they took a $10,000 trip to Europe.
Okay, all right. That he probably
That's not clear.
That he paid.
I'm assuming though.
Fine. One of my buddies, 2024 wallets are what?
Wallets up.
Wallets. What?
Wallets up.
Let's talk about this. What do you mean wallets up?
Wallets up.
Okay. Well,
you want to have this conversation?
On
you know what? No. Fuck that question.
Is it going to Europe?
Fuck that question. We about to have this conversation. We about to have this conversation. Anybody that's a Facebook or Instagram friend of mine, the past week we've been having this conversation. I asked the ladies. I said, when you go out with mutual platonic male friends, do you expect for them to pick up the check?
Everybody said no.
All the ladies said no, but all of my male friends usually do. And when I ask why you let them do it, I got a litany of bullshit responses. Only one person gave me a real response, and the real response was because I don't want to really pay. Honesty is what I'm looking for here.
Thank you.
Then when I asked the gentleman, I said, hey, listen, when you go out with your platonic, strictly platonic, no bullshit, female friends, do you more often than not pick up the check? And to a man, they all said yes. I have an issue with this. Why?
Why what?
Why do you all think, I know you all say that you don't expect it, but you surely allow it. Why do you allow us to pick up these checks?
First of all, this is a dumbass question.
It's not.
Who the fuck, wait a minute. Now, you said the last two were dumb.
Come on.
This is also a dumb. Nobody in their right mind with somebody who's offering to pay for a lunch is going to be like, oh, no, I'm sorry. No, don't do that.
No.
What's your good friend?
No.
Yes, Happy. Why do you allow it, Happy?
Why do you allow it? What I'm saying is, I'm not saying, if we go out to lunch once a year and I pick up a check, cool. If we go out to lunch once a week and I'm consistently picking up the check, why do you keep letting me do it?
You're platonic friends and y'all having lunch.
Okay, let's put this into real.
Once a month,
Since
whatever.
Brian wants to put it in real life, let's put it in real life. Brian, why did you let me pick up the check? We went out hundreds of times during. Wait a minute. We did before this whole wallets up thing, right?
Wallets up in 2024.
Brian and I have gone out, he's paid. Brian and I have gone out, and I paid. By definition of your logic, why did you allow me to pay for the meal?
Because we are balance. We're platonic friends.
But if you choose to pay for it, why is that an imbalance?
It is imbalance. It is imbalance. Why are you allowing your platonic friend to cover most of the bills?
But you're choosing to pay.
You're allowing me to. Why are you allowing me to?
I mean, if the one.
Because you like free shit.
Fantastic story.
Because you like free shit.
Fantastic story.
Just say you like free
yes
shit.
or no?
I don't care.
You do care.
I don't care.
Or you do care. You be like, no, friend, this is an even thing. Let me cover my half.
No. If I don't give a shit what genitalia.
Even if you don't.
Look how Amber laughed. Look how Amber laughed.
No, friend.
I don't care what genitalia the person in front of me who offers to pay, I'm letting your ass pay. You can have no fucking genitalia.
Because you like free shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Because you like free shit.
But if you offer, it's fine.
You like, I mean,
I absolutely love free shit. So in 2024, ladies, I'm letting y'all pay for every fucking thing because I like free shit.
Good luck then.
Look, but look at the attitude. Look at the attitude.
All the attitude.
Shantae, we've gone out a million times.
Absolutely.
As groups, individually, whatever the case. There's been more than enough times we've been out as a group. I didn't pick up the whole bill, but the bill might have been $150 and I threw down $100 for three of y'all.
True.
Right? One time we went out with your sister-in-law. I didn't even know her. And I covered most of the bill, right?
It was my birthday, but yes.
That doesn't mean, hey, so he pays for you, not her.
Exactly.
Again, he chose.
I made that decision, but what I'm saying is there's never any pushback. There's never any friend. No. Let me pay for my, not even treat, pay for my portion.
Right.
Why is that? Amber.
Amber,
you
go.
have to say my name like that.
Amber.
But I mean, to be perfectly honest, I guess honestly, I'm being perfectly honest.
Please, that's what I'm looking for here.
I hold my friends overall in high regard, and if it's you or anyone and you paying the bill, I mean, I'm just appreciating your You're being generous. That's it. I'm not necessarily questioning it.
No, there's no intentions here. There's no ulterior motive.
I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm just saying, you offered. It's not me like, oh yeah, I got over. Yeah, Brian, but
it's not about getting over.
But that's my point. Is that
but that's where y'all are dragging.
That's not what I'm dragging.
That is where you're taking it.
That's not where I'm taking it. That's not what I'm saying.
That's why I'm not necessarily giving pushback. However, I'm open to being like, look, okay, you got me here. All right, how about I buy you a drink, or do you want dessert, or you want some ice cream? I don't know. Like I can contribute. I mean, somewhat.
Shit don't sound equitable.
Here becomes my question, right?
Scoop ice cream.
There you go. Yo,
or my $150 bill.
By the way, it's vegan. Yeah.
Here becomes my question, right? And my question still stands, right? And we can get into this. Why are y'all so willing to pay for y'all platonic friends, but y'all romantic ones, we got?
No, wait, you're switching the conversation.
I understand.
I didn't even get to ask the other question.
What was the other question?
The one we originally talked about. Ivy, why do you think they allow us to pay for all this shit?
Because they love free shit. They assume.
But don't you do too?
That's while it's up in 2024.
That's why we put it up, and it's okay. What we need to do, we got to coordinate, right? We got to get in here and say, listen, ladies, this is your time to shine. I don't want to hear shit from you. Matter of fact, when we come on out, this little goddamn thing here, it's going up.
Now I'm gonna say some ignorant shit in a second.
It's going up.
I'm gonna say some ignorant shit, and I know it's ignorant.
What's new?
What's new?
So am I picking you up? Am I opening your car door and opening your doors too?
See, and here goes the
Let's keep it rolling.
We said platonic friends.
Okay. My platonic friends open my door too. My platonic friends open my car doors too. My platonic friends help me get up on stage when I have on heels. Platonic male friends do a lot of shit.
You're not walking in 5 inches because your knees are weak. You like a baby giraffe.
I have arthritis. Yes, I do. That's true.
All right then.
So where does this go? Where are we going with this? Does it just stop at? Does it go in as far? We go in exchange. We go open doors.
Do y'all not like doing it at all?
Oh, now
I'm
you see
asking.
Yeah, I got twisted back on us.
No,
Here's the thing.
You're like, Amber, you are hurting my feelings.
No.
Why you always?
So here's and there's that other bullshit. I'm glad you said that. Part of a lot of the responses I got were, I'm letting a man be a man. A man, he wanted to do it, and I'm letting him be a man.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. You want to pay, go off.
Stop it. You're not letting that man be. You want to let your platonic friend prove his manhood by paying for some shit, but you want to run your house and won't let your man be a king of his castle.
So now,
but that's a whole other conversation. Anyway, what I'm saying is, yes, we are trained and
That's
raised.
quite a leap, but okay.
That's not a leap. That's legit. It's a smooth transition into exactly what we're talking about.
But what I'm saying is, that's off topic. What I'm saying is, we don't mind it. We might even somewhat partially.
If you don't mind it, what is this conversation?
You're not going to interrupt him in the middle of his conversation.
Get out of line. We might even partially prefer it. I won't disagree with that, which is why we do it. What I'm saying though is, you all, even though Amber's saying it's not intentional, you are taking advantage. You know you're taking advantage, and you're like, I'll take it for whoever pay for it. But you know that's a taking advantage of. If you're with somebody consistently, and they consistently picking up a check, and you not picking up shit, you are taking advantage of that friendship.
How are you taking advantage of it? I don't understand. If you offer, wait a minute.
It don't matter what I offer. If I offer you to fucking move in my guest bedroom free for 5 years, does that mean you should do it?
Please note that he interrupted me after he just told me I was interrupting.
I didn't tell you that.
So
Teron said that.
If you offered,
but he didn't offer.
Because, I mean, this could go in any direction. If you're constantly opening the door for me, should I be like, no, friends.
No,
Let me open the door for you.
No, that's consistent. That's complete. That is free of charge. You're in my pocket now. This is free of charge.
So wait a minute. The only real problem. Wait a minute. So the problem is you're offering to spend your money, and I'm saying, okay, this is the problem.
No, the problem is there's no reciprocation, and here's the other problem.
Then why are
here's
you
the other
doing
problem.
it?
You have a problem if I make you spend.
Right. I don't.
Not you personally. I'm saying women in general.
Your friends said they don't have a problem.
They said it, but they don't get that theory put to the test because they never do it. I've been around lots of ladies, and all my female friends are dope and don't mind pulling out a card. I will give them that. But I've been around others where if I sat there and started putting on chapstick when that bill came and didn't look at it, or if I said, "Hey, we splitting this or whatever," there was a pause. Because they felt away. They did.
They probably was surprised because you paid for so many other bills.
They felt away.
Right.
The feeling away is what I take
so
issue
perhaps instead of maybe you all should just don't pay no more. Yeah. Or don't fucking go out no more. Yeah. Or don't take your platonic female friends out. Save all your money for the motherfuckers you're fucking, and then we don't have to have these goofy ass conversations.
Remember you said that. Remember you said that. Watch what you kept. Watch what you asked for.
I don't have a problem with none of this.
Sound like your mouth just rolled on.
I said it. I remember you like I see. Brian was like, "All right, bet."
I still don't understand how this is. I don't understand how this is taking advantage. You all are taking a giant leap. You make the offer. Make the offer. How if I accept the offer, or am I taking advantage?
Chantel, let me put this in a way you can understand it.
That was some shade. All right, let's go.
No. How's that shade? Let me put it in a way you can understand it. Because you don't understand this. If I'm hanging out with Shade all the time, right? Shane's my guy, one of my best friends. And every time we go to the club or we go to the bar, blah, 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 whatever, Shane's paying. Shane's covering. Shane's driving. Shane's dropping me off. Shane's doing all this shit, right? I ain't doing shit. At some point, she'd be like, damn, he kind of using Shane. Wouldn't you?
If I thought that...
Yes or no?
Easy question. Your initial response was...
Y'all want to give me my answer, or do you want the answer I'm about to give you?
You about to give me some elaborate workaround. Yes or no?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What I'm going to say was, if it felt like you were taking advantage of him, if I felt like there was no other reciprocation, then yes, you're absolutely correct. But friendships and relationships in general are not equal tit for tat. Some people, you ask me a question, I'm answering it.
You are over elaborating.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
No,
I gave my answer.
No, you said relationships. He didn't say...
This is a relationship.
It is a relationship. It is a relationship.
This is a relationship.
It's a relationship. No, but when you and I'll give you that. But it seemed like you were going down that rabbit hole of if that male-female relationship.
No, what I'm saying is, in a relationship, they're not equal tit for tat.
Agreed.
Somebody may be giving you
stronger
things in other areas, and this is your area where you compensate for it, is all I'm saying.
I don't disagree.
If you don't do shit...
I don't disagree.
And all they doing is that...
I don't disagree.
I 1,000% agree with you.
So one of the pushbacks on
But if you're paying for dinners and that woman is compensating for other areas,
Keisha, you
then
down there listening?
I don't see a problem.
So here's my... Keisha, I believe, said this.
Which is why I would assume that's why you pay.
Here's wrong. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
Oh, well,
Keisha said this on the thread actually. Right. Keisha said that I take care of my male friends in other ways and blah 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 blah. So that it's cool that they pay. Your male friends don't take care of you in other emotional ways? I'm sure they do. I'm sure the only thing they gave you was financial outing support. And then when you really needed them for some emotional shit, they wasn't there. They wouldn't be your friends. So that's a quid pro quo that's going both ways. The other thing is not being quid pro quo. It's uneven.
The financial.
Yes. Yes, it's not equitable.
So money is and I said this on the show a long time ago. So money is really the thing that matters.
It's not the only thing that matters, but to act like it don't matter is a fallacy.
Absolutely.
And again,
And to that point, it ain't even really about the money, because I didn't have the money, I probably shouldn't be spending it. That's not the point. It's about the inequality, and it's about you not even trying to make it equal. And giving me this, I'm letting him be a man. You wanted to spend it.
I'm not going with that excuse. That's a weird ass excuse.
It's not being equitable in the time when we're always talking about equality. That's the biggest portion right
But
there.
again, if they're
I don't need a man
compensating
to
in other ways,
my man, I can myself. Girl,
this is not
blah,
your
blah,
man.
blah.
This is not your
No,
man.
it's just saying. Period. My point is, this is where it is. When
Yes,
it's that
even
particular
some of
piece.
those conversations are taken out of context, in my opinion.
Which you're taking it out of context. You talking about a romantic relationship,
Right.
which
No.
is its own whole ball of wax. We're talking about motherfuckers who are not fucking going to lunch. This is what we're talking about right now. And I think it's weird to then throw out conversation points that deal with motherfuckers that are fucking, because it just does not apply here.
So please tell me.
We're going to work on your mouth in 2024.
No, we're not.
Please tell me. You're going to sit there and say that those conversations that are held in relationship circles don't influence those things or platonic friends. That what you hear, those influences that you have in your life are influencing you in a way to say, hey, girl, you might be right. I know we ain't fucking, but if he gonna pay, fuck him, let him pay.
I mean, I've already said this.
I
said this part.
When you're saying that the conversations that happen in romantic situations spill over into friendships when people talk, because they say, because it's not only just there's this patriarchy, and I know we take advantage of it, or we gain the benefit of some more than you do, obviously. That's why I set up that way. But in this regard, the patriarchy says if a man won't pay, let him pay. That's his job. Friend, fuck buddy, husband, whatever. That's the role they play. And I'm pushing back against that to say, and I know, and again, I'm not saying this is all women. I'm not even saying this is the majority of my female friends, because most of my free men friends are dope. And if I say we splitting it, they ain't blinking. They'll pick up a tab or two every now and again. But even Chantel made a point to make sure she pointed out that one time she paid for some shit.
In facts.
I didn't point out the dozen times I paid for shit. But she pointed out that one
First of
time.
all, he's full of shit. It's been way more than one time.
Twice. Three.
What it is single digits.
That's some bullshit. No, it's not.
It ain't equitable. I know that.
It's not.
But in 2024, them scales getting tilted,
Well,
baby.
I wish you all, and whoever you hang out
now
with,
you
luck
look. Fred,
on that.
next guess.
I'm gonna see how many of my lunch dates I get now. I anticipate they will decrease.
Oh, God.
Potentially.
I'll go up with lunch with him now because I work from
You
home.
got-
so it can't
you
go
got-
from 0 to 0.
Brian, you got expensive taste. I mean, I
Here we
can't
go.
be like,
No,
Don't give me that shit. We'll go to Subway. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna say he don't give a
I
fuck.
could care less. I like a greasy
I got
spoon.
you. I got you on White Castle.
Bruh, we go there tonight. Just told it.
Say if the bag ain't greasy, you don't want it.
It ain't even worth it. Switch them up. Give me somebody. Get two more up here.
Well,
Give
you
me Keisha.
come up with the next one since clearly
You got some crazy questions. Get Keisha and
I was asking
Dewan back up
fun
here.
ones that you guys don't.
Well, let's see. We might need to take this next one.
No, get Keisha Dewan. Get it back up. We
Why
rotate.
don't we keep
This
Amber
the-
and bring Keisha up? Do the girls and
Okay,
do the guys.
there you go. He shouldn't have kicked you off, Ivy.
I know why. Because it's not equitable.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Since now I have to okay everything through Brian.
Well,
Yes.
at least now
Thank you.
know.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad.
I don't get no free lunches, and I gotta okay all topics with Brian.
And you didn't lost
Wallace saying topics up in 2024.
Keisha!
Oh, and tell Keisha to bring that bourbon if she would please.
Somebody kicked it over.
I don't believe you. Y'all drank all the bourbon already?
I hate you.
Maybe. Yeah, the answer is maybe. Yeah,
I hate.
Well, they might have kicked it over, but I believe I put the stopper in it before I left.
Well, clearly they took the stopper off.
yeah.
And then somebody kicked it over?
I don't recall that there was any.
That there was a kicking of the over. You recall some drinking, though.
As far as it, yeah. Being drank.
That's all right. That's
being
fine.
drunk.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What is Mr. Matuko saying in the? I can't tell which one is him because he.
Is he Facebook user?
Is he Facebook user?
No, I think it's more than one Facebook user.
Oh, okay. We don't know.
And you know he in there trolling.
Yo, you already know. Platonic friend ain't a what? Ain't a rando.
Pull that comment up.
It's not a rando. We're not saying ain't a rando.
Here's really what they I have come to realize men just don't want to spend any money, which is fine. I ain't even saying they're being cheapskates. And I'm not saying none of that.
So,
but what I am saying is, it's very clear to me that men have a problem loosening up their wallets. And
it's not true.
And if that,
it's not true.
But the conversation keeps leaning.
It's not
toward,
true because we keep having to. There's no equity. We're looking for some equity.
No,
y'all wanted to vote. I wanted some lunches bought.
Wait,
shit.
What are we talking about? Okay, Brian.
Y'all want to vote?
Can we go to the next topic? Because now you
making
basic rights. Oh, okay. Basic. Oh, God. Next topic.
Next topic, please.
You know what's funny? Brian don't even believe the shit he's saying.
No, he don't. He just acts around.
What's the bullshit?
Right. And then he has
it makes for good TV.
As he pours himself another drink.
All right, ladies.
I
I was watching a thing, and somebody mentioned that a couple of things are cheating. Porn. A man watching porn. A man. A man, liking Instagram photos of women who are scantily clad. Is it cheating? What say you, Keisha?
Oh. Watching porn. Okay. I have a problem with. I only have a problem with like porn and like masturbation if you're not giving me what I need.
Okay.
If you are masturbating on your own time and then it's when I come home you're blowing my back out, it's all good. But don't you be masturbating and then neglecting me and my needs. I'm not saying it's cheating. I'm just saying it's bullshit. I don't think porn's cheating. I mean, like, let's watch it together maybe every once in a while, but sometimes that's just not my thing. But I don't know that I would necessarily put that as cheating.
Okay.
I just want you to, like, include me. My love language, inclusive.
Oh,
include
fifth
me
one.
in yes, a fifth one. Inclusive.
Okay, so it's only cheating if he leaves
No, she
you
said
out.
it's not cheating.
No, she said it's only cheating if you leave her out.
That's not what I heard.
No.
Maybe not cheating?
No.
It's
she
a
said
problem.
it's bullshit.
Cheating, yes.
It's a problem
Yeah,
if
it's
they leave you
bullshit.
out.
Yeah, but cheating is more like actually cheating. Like,
okay,
you with her and y'all are fucking and we're together. That's cheating.
Okay.
What I hear her saying is if you're taking care of responsibilities at home and you want to, on your personal time, Jed 1 or 2 out, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not negating
I'm just making sure we're clear on what she said.
Yeah.
Just got it.
I'm okay with that.
I am absolutely not one to yuck anyone's yum.
Okay.
So no, I do not think that porn is cheating. I mean, for the same reasons. I don't know. We're adults, and I just think it's just something that could enhance a sex life. Yeah. So I honestly don't think. I think it could help. For some people that works. For some people, for some couples, relationships, whatever.
What about, to her point, because I think we're all probably going to agree here that porn, come on.
I had a slightly different take.
Let me not assume. Go ahead.
So, to me, here are the confines of cheating. If you have agreements in place and you break those agreements, that is in effect cheating.
That's cheating?
So if you agree not to watch porn, if you agree to not like pictures on Instagram, if you agree not to go to the strip club when those questions were posed, you have broken an agreement and thus you are cheating. Now, you had an opportunity during those conversations to put your foot down and say, I'm not agreeing to that. We need to find another way.
Yeah, okay.
I feel that.
Cheating.
Is porn cheating to me? No, I don't give a fuck.
But even if you
But
I
if you
agree,
break the agreement.
Is that cheating or you just broke the agreement? If I say I'm never going to eat...
Isn't that what cheating is?
No.
Isn't that what cheating is? You break an agreement.
Hold on. If I say I'm never going to eat donuts again and I eat donuts, am I cheating on you?
Then you cheated on your diet.
Yeah, you cheated on your diet. Come on now.
Because there are couples, we forget.
But I didn't cheat on you.
Wait a minute. There are couples out there where the man can go have sex with other women and that's not cheating.
Sure.
He must be there.
But that's what they agree
But that's the agreement, right?
Sure.
So to me, if you break any agreements,
cheating.
That is in effect cheating.
I don't like the phraseology, but I get what you're saying. Cheating.
But that's what it is.
So have y'all read the book State of Affairs? It's called State of Affairs by Esther Perel.
I don't read.
Audio book.
Sign language.
I don't listen.
I don't listen. He definitely doesn't listen.
I don't listen. What'd you say?
You know what?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
We had a whole show of that, yes.
But obvious, yes, there are. Everybody has a various idea of what cheating is, and even it goes across different like internationally, right? Some area, like it's common for people to have mistresses or lovers or whatever the case is, or even in certain same-sex relationships, like if you cheat with a man, if it's a lesbian relationship, they're like, I'm sorry, if you cheat with
I get what you're saying.
like it's like an emotional
same-sex thing. Yeah.
It's an emotional connection. Some people feel like those emotional affairs, those emotional connections
are affairs or not.
Affairs. So, and that whole book is about, it's called State of Affairs. It's all about that and the context of cheating and affairs and how it affects relationships and people.
Let me ask this. So, interesting point, Chantel. I don't disagree. I don't cheating. I don't know the word doesn't sit right with me, but I get what you're saying. So, in the typical framework of cheating, means you're stepping outside the relationship. Let's say you didn't have these boundaries set in these conversations. I know there are young ladies that lose their shit over somebody hearting a picture of somebody on Instagram or whatever, be they scantily clothed or not. You can't even interact with ladies on social media, right? That's stepping outside the parameters of the relationship in their mind.
Yep.
Do you all, even if you might not agree, do you see their point of view in this on any level?
I can see their point of view. Yes, is the short answer.
Okay.
I can see the point of view. Now, what I will also add to that is if you're upset about your man liking a picture, you got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish.
And that's what I feel like. It's like the same thing. Like now it's on social media, but before, when a girl walked down the street, I mean, if there's a beautiful woman, I mean, my man's gonna look. Like, as long as you're not being disrespectful, like if you're hearting, that's one thing, but if you're in DMs and you're all on the comments, that's another. Like, there's levels to it. But like, am I gonna be mad because yeah, she is fine. I think she's fine. I'm looking too. Like,
I will say though, if I'm on Instagram and I'm on my feed and I'm scrolling and like 30 fucking pictures come up and you've hearted every single solitary one,
like, come on, then
I'm gonna be like, fam, what the fuck? You don't gotta go to work. What are you doing?
And then especially if it's somebody you know.
Exactly.
Right. I think that's yeah. That's different if it's
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's Hallie, like you said, your boo.
So that's interesting. I'm gonna share a story. Y'all can tell me if I was right or wrong. So I used to date somebody. We won't put no names to it. And I went into their computer one day because I was doing a resume, so I was in their computer. Now, I knew this person kept pictures of, like, famous women, like, scantily clad, because that was his jam, right? So I saw the folder sitting there. My woman thing kind of kicked in, and I was scrolling through it just to, poke fun at him later, because I knew that existed. So I was scrolling through the picture, and then all of a sudden I noticed there are pictures of women that he knows. They're his friends.
And he's pulling them from their profiles?
On Facebook, and he's keeping them in his little
spank bank.
Folder. Now,
that's what that is.
I closed the laptop. I had to gather myself. And when he came back to where I was, I said, first of all, let me apologize, because I went through your shit without permission. So I'm going to own that. But why the fuck is there
But forget that.
Why the fuck is there pictures of insert her name in your motherfucking profile? Now, was I wrong?
Sure.
I'm open to.
Sure.
This was many years ago.
Oh, were you?
Tony, don't put that on that man.
I wasn't. I'm just quit throwing that man's name out there. So you're saying, were you wrong for feeling away?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said, were you wrong for looking?
Oh, yes, I was wrong for going through it.
Sure.
Yes.
But were you wrong for feeling away? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I can't even. Yeah, absolutely not.
That's a little weird.
No,
it was very weird.
And it was a mutual friend or just a friend of his?
It was a friend of his. We've gone out to lunch with her.
Yeah, no.
We've hung out with her and her man. Her man was his really good friend.
Oh no.
That's
not good.
Yeah, that's awful.
Too much.
That's awful.
No, you absolutely have.
So he lusting after his man's girl. That's terrible.
You absolutely had agency to feel.
Yes.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah. I was living.
I'm glad you found that.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Living.
Yeah.
My initial reaction was to try to defend that man or something for him, but I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
You mean you can't?
No.
Nothing?
I could concoct some bullshit, but
it would be bullshit.
I wouldn't even want to waste my energy on that.
What did he say? Like Like, did he turn it back on you? What do you?
Of course he did.
Yeah, of course.
Girl, of course he did.
Yeah. Why you looking through my shit?
Right.
You don't trust me looking through my shit. This why I don't let you have shit.
Hold on.
Looking through my shit.
Right.
I thought you was doing my resume.
Right. Thought you was doing your right. You ain't looking for no job.
You looking through my shit.
You looking through my shit.
So, of course he did. It took him about a week to calm down. Because I was steadfast on that. Like, you are going to tell me why that's there. We're going to do that. Now, if you need a week to be mad at me,
shit.
cool.
Looking for trouble, you find it.
But yeah, I was.
Yeah, that's a tough one. All right, we have a new special guest. We got to switch them out. Let's get Dewan. Let's get Angie and Jeff Murray's in the building.
Oh shit!
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
We're gonna have to close this out soon, unless we plan on being here.
But that's all right. Come on, then we go downstairs and keep drinking.
Lord. All right. What do we want to talk about?
Do y'all like this in the chat? Do y'all like this rotating thing? Let me know. I always enjoy it, but I don't know if the guest actually does.
I'm asking this.
Which one?
Wars. Gender wars.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. I like it.
Oh, now he like my shit. Person was, should I tell you?
No, I like these. I don't like that.
I had one more clip that was kind
crazy.
of interesting.
That man was talking for 15 minutes.
Okay, he was wordy fine.
And he had on scary glasses. I didn't like him.
I got one more clip that may be interesting.
No, good Lord, no.
We'll get to
this picture right here. This
Oh, you know what? We could do that one.
Let's do this.
Oh, we got my
We
girl
gotta
Angie
celebrate.
back, and then we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Jeff Murray's in the
Apparently has
building.
been traveling.
Let's kick it a
He
little
ain't even
bit.
been in a fucking country.
I need a little something to sip on.
Well, come on. Come on, pick your poison,
We got
brother.
Irish whiskey,
Pick
we
your
have
poison.
that, and we have Belvy.
That's about all. That's about the end of
great
it.
Got the hotel.
Yeah.
I like the hotel.
All right.
Or do you want to do that one on the screen there? Because that one could be interesting too. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and do that one. Let's do that one.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I
let's
like
do
that.
that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, and I want people in the comments to answer this too.
We're going to go a little long, y'all. It's the last show of the year, so just enjoy.
You're never getting rid of us. We were going for like a month. Now we're going to be on here for 5 hours.
You can always click off, but you ain't going to.
Could you make it?
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, do it.
Can we make it a little smaller? Is that possible? Go back to the top and I'll read it.
Yeah, let's just read it out. Yeah.
All right. So, which is harder for you to say? Which is extremely hard for you to say.
Let's say harder. Let's say the hardest. What's hardest for you to say? Yeah.
I apologize. I need help. I love you. I was wrong. Angie.
Right. You doing all that heavy breathing. You should have known it was coming to you.
Because they swear women have a hard time with certain stuff. But Angie.
And y'all, I swear we have a hard time.
So
Don't do that.
For me, I think it's a tie between B and C.
B and C and help. Why I love you.
Put yours in the chat, y'all. Which one's hardest for you?
I need a why. Why come? Does it make you feel?
Now you gonna make her talk about feelings?
Yes. That this is kind of the point of the question. Why don't we want to say I need help and I love you? Well, let's start with I need help. Why we can't say I need help?
I think I'm usually the one that's helping people.
Okay.
And so when you're like, I need help, because you're usually the person helping, sometimes you're concerned that they won't be able to help you back because you're usually the one that's helping.
And I love you.
And this shit's overrated.
Okay, so when you say you have a heart, Jesus
Christ.
that hurt my.
Jesus Christ. Jeff, did you finish that bourbon? You motherfucker. I need a shot.
Man, that fucking hurt my feelings.
Ooh, good Lord.
So, wait. Is it hard for you to say I love you to anyone? Or are we just talking about in romantic relationships?
Probably more romantic.
Okay.
Yeah. So like platonic stuff, I don't have an issue with that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Have you been in love?
Sure.
Okay. And how long did it take you to tell said person I don't want to assume?
You got a whole nother gap. Sorry,
I couldn't help myself. I'm all in her business. My bad.
She
We'll
went
talk
Oprah
about
on
it
your
later.
ass.
Jeff.
Yes.
I apologize. I need help. I love you. What was the fourth one? I'm sorry.
I was wrong.
I was wrong.
I think it's a simple one for me because I think guys, we normally get labeled as providing two things, right? We always labeled as providers and security, right? Provide security for our women, right? I think another thing is we're always expected to be problem solvers.
Okay.
So when you say I need help, it's like shock value. Like, what? You supposed to be able to
when I need help, you need to be the problem solver. How do you need help? So for men, or at least for me, and some of my guys I spoke to, when you say I need help, it's like it dwindles your stock value down because y'all expect us to have a lot of the answers, a lot of solutions, a lot of the problem solving, right? And men naturally are problem solvers. When y'all come to us, even if y'all don't want it, sometimes y'all just want us to listen. Y'all be like, oh, my girl said this, and blah, 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 blah. And the first thing we are doing in our mind is trying to find a solution. That's what we do. But when we get to a point where we like, I need help, we're making ourselves vulnerable, and we don't seem as 100 as we probably should be in those women's eyes. Not saying it's fair, but a lot of times we feel like we can't say that, or it's not really comfortable to say that. So that would be it. Probably, I need help.
Wow, this nigga done went to the Caribbean for 6 months and came back profound. Shit.
Smoke some ganja, listen to Bob Marley, boy, they got enlightened.
It is the ganja that does it.
Wow, okay, I like this new Jeff. All right.
See how long it lasts.
It's that step right there. Right, wait till I get to the next step.
What's interesting though is most people that have responded to this in the chat said I need help is their is their most difficult hurdle to jump. Ron?
I was wrong is probably my worst.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Why, Ron?
Because to me, everything is a lot of stuff is about perception and it's subjective. So,
well, that doesn't make sense to me. You're willing to say I apologize, but doesn't I apologize and wrong kind of go in?
No, you can apologize for like hurting someone physically or you know what I'm saying, or feelings. You know you did that.
Okay.
But to say you were wrong about something is all perspective. It's up to you to be like, I was wrong about that. Okay. Most of the time, I feel like I'm very opinionated, and most people, you're only giving your opinion.
Okay.
So you can't be wrong about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the hardest thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would co-sign that. It's interesting. Most people say I need help. I don't really have a strong issue asking for help because if I'm at that space where I need help, I need help. But probably I was wrong because I don't know why. Because I got a huge ego and I don't really like to admit that I was wrong.
No,
I'm just going shut your ass, Angie. I ain't no asking you to co-sign my shit. Because I mean, to be frank, I'm usually right. So the rare instances where I'm wrong, it's really hard for me to swallow that shit. It is. But what I will say,
go from there?
I don't know. You don't. What I will say is in this social media driven culture, right? Everybody picks a side. And then no matter, I'll use Justin Fields as an example because this is obviously one of the hottest topics in Chicago. Should he go? Should he stay? Should we sign about? If you're not a sports fan, you might not care about this, but I'm making this analogy. I often say Justin has issues, and he's also been saddled with some issues with the team. Both of them can be true. But motherfuckers have picked a side now. It's like, nope, Justin sucks. Or nope, team sucks. Justin's great. It can be both, right? So when it's social media driven culture, you pick a side, and no matter what facts are laid out in front of you, you can't be proven wrong. You can't, you hold on to your opinion no matter what. I'm not that. But when it matters and I don't feel that I'm wrong, even if there might be some hints that I could be wrong, yeah, it gotta be mad receipts. I'm talking about like at the end of the day at Home Depot when they run the trail of that bitch, it's gotta be you gotta prove me with some fucking facts. Yeah. So that's the thing I probably struggle with the most.
Wow. I didn't expect that. From either of you all, and we'll actually change the question in a second. For me, it's definitely I need help because I have a reputation for having my shit together. So for me to say, and this is really just in interpersonal relationships. At work, I have no problem being like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Can somebody come help this shit?
Exact opposite.
At work, I don't give a fuck.
At work, I don't want to ask nobody shit.
No, I'm at work like
Google it, AI it. I'm gonna do all that.
All of it.
I will. I don't understand. At work, I don't give a fuck. Now, in my personal life, I struggle with it really, really hard, and I'm actually highly strategic on who I tell I need help from, right?
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers talk too much. And in general, I'm a very open person. Like, everybody knows a lot about me, and I don't mind it, except those moments I need help. To me, it needs to be somebody who's going to keep it quiet until I'm ready to talk about it. Yeah. And if I'm asking for help, I'm not in a place where I'm ready to talk about it. Because I want to figure out how to resolve it. And then once I get comfortable with whatever I fucked up that I need support with, then I need them to be able to hold that for me. So hopefully that's clear.
Yeah.
Why I struggle with that. Matter of fact, I'm actually struggling with that right now. I need help with something. I'm like,
We'll holler after. So I think I'm not the damn. I thought I was part of the inner circle. I think to be frank, as black people, as a culture, we have an issue asking for help.
I disagree. I think we have more of a culture of being wrong than asking for help.
Why do you think that?
I think that, and I think this is more recent than before. So when I'm using this as an example, when the projects went down, right? The projects was really a community based around support, right? You watched my kids, I got you. I got you food stamps. We did. It was like really a barter system of support, right? Yeah. It was a community, and I think as a culture, our community is being generation by generation broken down, and when separated, divided, all of that, and part of that is that support system, and then thus for asking for help, and it's a badge of honor, right? Not to be, I personal example, I'm at it's Christmas time. My father does a big Christmas thing every year, hosts all sides of my family. And this is, if y'all watching, I'm sorry, fuck y'all cousins, or it's true. My dad has this kind of he's the matriarch, everybody kind of owes.
He's a matriarch?
I'm not a patriarch. I'm sorry. He's the patriarch my fault, of the family. You're supposed to say a matriarch that you don't even think about it. He's the patriarch of the family. Everybody kind of owes him something. He got him a job. He loaned him some money. He did this. He did that. And I'm looking around I don't know none of you niggas shit. and that's a
genuine feeling.
And that's a genuine feeling of pride that I did it. Clearly he helped. He supported me as a kid and helped pay for college and blah 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 blah. But in my head, I'm like, I did this shit. And so not having to ever had to go to him and say, I needed help with this, that, and the other was a badge of honor for me, and it didn't have to be. Right? My family got help from it, and they doing better because they could. And that's what your family's there for, right? But in my head, it's nah.
Sound like you need some couch time.
Nah, I'm good on it.
You need some couch time.
I'm comfortable in that. I'm comfortable enough to discuss it and say, I think as a community, we're falling into that, right?
Well, I can see, I see your point because you already know that this is my topic. So we are as a people communal people, and so when you look at the projects, they were really they were designed to create community, and then they went into disarray, and that was an intentional thing. Look at the Chicago plan. Drop that little gem and for sure. Keep it moving. And so I can see how it is where we aren't, not all of us, but as a community, we're not able to consistently ask for help because that communal piece has been taken away. But you feel like you need it, but people aren't able to really verbalize it and say, this is what I'm going to need. And that's all really intentional, right? Because we are, if you look at most communities of color, they are communal. You have those extended family ties, right? I think about personal example where I work at now. My great-grandmother had died. And I was I ran into the person who was head of HR then. And I was like, hey, I had a question about bereavement. My great-grandmother died and I needed to take bereavement days. And they were like, no, it's for your immediate family. They just didn't have any, but they were white. So they have no, he had no clue as to and I remember that to this day, and that was over 20 years ago.
No lens into
no perspective, right? And it felt weird. I'm like, that just feels kind of weird, and I didn't quite know why it felt weird, but now I know why it's weird because we are communal people, right? And so having that piece of talking about we are communal, the projects came down, we don't have these other things that were typically in place, as a part of and a result of gentrification. It is something that now what do we do? So we know that exists, and that people's souls are kind of hungry for that. So then it shows in some of the behaviors, right? So then what do we do? To create a space to where they're able to ask, or we are able to ask for help in a way that's comfortable without saying I need help, because it's always labeled, because you pull the schools apart, you pull that apart and you take the schools apart too. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, I need help in my classes, but you've been put in these classes where the teachers aren't there to teach you, right? And so every turn that you go, you don't have help and you feel like you need help, but you can't verbalize that you need help because then it makes you less than, and then it creates even more of a turmoil. So that's my conversation on gentrification.
I love that. And America perpetuates this strength and pull you up by your own bootstraps.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. My family came over from such and such and such, and my dad didn't have nothing, and now look at him now, right? Which we can dissect a million different ways, but that's what
on our backs.
Yeah, on
our
definitely
backs.
on our backs, and they definitely have fucking help. But these are the things that that are pushed out in our society that make you feel like you should be, especially us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think it's real big because if you think about it, a lot of cases and I don't want it to make a gender thing per se, but I think it's all of us black. First and foremost, in the workforce, we're all expected to do 3 times better and, just to stay aligned with them. And the first time you say you need help, boom, boom, that brings you down.
Because
you're not capable.
You weren't supposed to be here in the first place.
Even though Amy and Joshua always ask for help. And they come to me sometime and ask for help.
That means they're good collaborators.
Yes. But
as soon as language.
As soon as you ask for help, then it's looked at a whole different way. So to be false point, like, at work, no.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do the triple amount of work to try to research it and figure it out. Because as soon as I admit that I need help, I'm down a level. And then if that happens again, you on probation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Happens twice. So you almost have to go extra hard as us, black men and women in the workforce, just to make sure that you stay up. And then some people look at that when you ask for help as a negative thing. Now, you say you feel comfortable doing it at work. I don't know if that's more of a man thing than a woman thing, because you say you're okay with asking for help. Me and B. Foster like, hell no.
I have found, and it could be the type of career that I'm in, I have found I don't do this laterally, and I don't do it down.
Right.
I do it with leadership, right?
Yep.
I go to my leadership. Like, I a couple of months ago, I was having a really difficult time with a client. So much so that I was about to curse that motherfucker out in the meeting.
Yeah.
And I went to one of the partners and I said, I need you to help me strategize how to talk to him in a way that allows me to stay professional and I don't curse this motherfucker out.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to know who you must go into the organization, understand who you can and cannot talk to. Those are the first 3 months what I do. Understanding who I can partner with that I can leverage that are going to help me propel, and who I know is backbiting. I'm very good at that.
Right.
And I find that leadership likes to support you in your growth. And if you ask those questions and you come to them genuinely, again, you can't do it with everybody. You have to know who to do it with.
Yeah.
But I find that if you do that with leadership, they love it. They love to coach. They love to give advice. They love that shit.
Well, and I also think that it speaks to, like, I don't know if the leadership you're going to are white males.
It was a white female.
It was white female. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, you know, white female. It's very interesting
Wow.
because I was going to say you have not a definitive across the board, but you have white males who are like, oh, I'm needed.
Oh yeah, they love it.
And so then it's like, oh, well, let me develop a mentorship kind of, relationship with you, right? It's like this give and take thing. But even with them, you still have to be strategic about what you're sharing, what you don't share, right?
You have to find your allies,
yes.
right? Unfortunately, black males are always the threat outside of work and inside of work. So if they feel if anybody's going to blow up, even though when post office people are blowing up, it's usually not us, right? When somebody's doing a bomb or something, it's a mass shooting, it's not us.
Because we're intentional about who we're going to get.
Yeah,
I know who I'm going to get, who's on my list.
Right.
Exactly. But when you look at the news, they've been conditioned to think black males are a threat.
That's fair.
So don't matter if I have a suit and tie on.
all that.
Don't matter if I've been there for 10 years and you've been there for 2. Don't mind if your leadership and you're supposed to have this mindset of I want to continue to make you guys grow. Black men are the enemy.
I think that's fair.
And that's the threat of us admitting that we need help. And it's like, aha, you are the dummy. You are the threat. Just like I thought you were. You're affirmative action before it got killed. That's what you are.
Okay, I think that's a fair perspective. I would still encourage that you understand the environment that you're in. Because there's somebody there that's going to be cool with helping you. Matter of fact, there's somebody there who, to the earlier point, a lot of leadership just like to talk and they like to coach, right? You have to find who that person is.
Yeah.
and gain that allyship. Because if you do allow that coaching, if you do allow that partnership, those are the people that are going to be in rooms you're not in, advocating for you.
Yeah.
So that's why I do try to get that coaching from up, because they're going to be, like, I was just in a meeting where somebody wanted me to maintain this highly visible internal initiative because I went to her and seek coaching all the time. And she went into that meeting saying, hey, I want her to, now this is highly visible. Somebody else had it and had to go out on maternity leave, and I was happy to give it up. But because I constantly talked to her, I was constantly getting that coaching from her. Yeah. She's in meetings like, I need her to keep this. She's perfect for this.
Let me ask this.
So it's important to know who you are partnering with.
Absolutely. Let me ask this. To that point,
yes,
it's important to know who you're partnering with. That's a perfect segue.
Oh God, we going back to that fucking paying the check shit.
Oh, we off that. Well, this is. I've already proved my point there.
I don't know where we going. Okay.
Jeff, while it's up, 2020.
While it's up, baby.
We already there. So that's not the point. No. When you're partnering, and this we've been focused on work, but we're talking about now. I'm going to switch this to relationships, and I want to ask Jeff, because you led with this as a man in a relationship. You said you find it difficult to ask for help because it weakens your position because we're the problem solvers.
Correct.
As ladies, do you feel 100% differently, partially the same in a relationship, romantically speaking? Is it easier or harder to come to your partner seeking help?
So I already said in personal relationships, I struggle with it.
Mm-hmm.
That includes romantic.
That includes romantic. Okay.
I think to Jeff's point, I think based on what the man is asking me, I could probably sway in what you're saying. Like, if you're asking me for support for something that I feel like you should be able to totally handle, right, then I'm probably looking at you like, the fuck?
You're not who I thought.
But if it's something that I'm gonna be honest about that. Yeah. I'd be like, I don't understand why you can't manage this. I don't get this. And I would need to dig further, like, why do you need support on something that I would have...
Motherfucker, I just need your help. Can you just give me your help? Why we gotta go through all this? I just want your fucking help.
I'm trying to be open.
And I love your honesty.
I love your honesty. I'm telling you what I'm thinking. As your partner, I'm thinking, nigga, can you just help me? Right. Why I gotta jump through all these hoops? This is why men don't want to ask for help. This is the point I'm making.
That's fine. That's fair. But I'm gonna be honest. Right. But if it's something that makes sense, I'll be totally fine. Like, babe, let's get this handled, right?
Yeah. But it gotta make sense to you.
I don't know what.
But it gotta make sense to you. But it gotta make sense to you.
If you asking me how to get the fucking snow shovel from in front of the house, I'm gonna have a motherfucking problem with you. I'm gonna have a motherfucking problem.
I think a 5-year-old could figure out how to get a snow from.
But you ask for an example,
okay.
That would be an example.
Okay, fine.
But if you're telling me financially where something is going on financially, then yes, I want us to strategize and I want us to be together. So yes, if you ask me something dumb like about the garbage or getting the car fixed,
but it gotta make sense to you. It gotta make sense to you.
None of those make sense to me. Why the fuck are you asking me about getting the car washed?
Angie, I'll swing back to you in 2 seconds.
I think most people don't want to. I think that's the reason why most people are afraid, at least black people are afraid to admit they need help, because it goes back to finances most of the time. Mm-hmm. We live in a capitalist society. So whenever a black person, especially a black man, says they need help, the first thing that people are thinking of,
they need money.
You ain't got no money. Money solves every issue. Everybody think money solves every issue. So if you need help, your money can't solve it. That's the most thing. That's why black people are afraid to ask for help, because it makes them look like they're financially not able to do it.
That's an interesting perspective.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay,
Jeff, I want to swing back. That's an interesting proposition. I like that. If your lady asks you for help, do you try to figure out why this motherfucker don't know how to do this simple shit she asked me, or you just do the shit and then in your head say, well, I don't know why the fuck she needed me for that, but I did it.
I don't second guess it. I just provide the help. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem why men think this way, because we think it's going to be questioned and it has to be justified for the reason for the ask, right? It has to make sense, like she said, to have the ask. So that's why we're hesitant on asking. But when, like, if my partner asks me for help, I don't second guess why she's asking, or if it makes sense, or if it's justified. I'm trying to solve and give her the help she needs.
That's fair. I guess I'm the shitty person.
No. That's how I want to answer this perspective. I feel
as if the shitty crown is about to be passed over. I'm feeling some kind of way.
No, I'm wearing this shitty crown on my own. I got it.
Okay, so what part of the question?
It was a lot of.
It was a whole lot.
Let's take it back to the first part of the question, which I don't even remember right now. No, if you're in romantic relationships, do you feel like it's easier or harder for you to ask for help as opposed to any other aspect of your life?
That's a good question. I think it really depends, because if I'm the person that's been like, if you've been single for a long time and then you get into that relationship, you got to learn how to switch. For me, I have to learn how to switch that off, right? Because it's like, shit, I got to figure this out. I got to get this done, right? And so you have to be in a space where I have to be in a space to be able to switch that shit off, to be like, yo, I got this going on. I need this help, right? Yeah. And I think the other part of it too, on the flip side, if I'm with someone romantically and they're asking me for help, it's my nature to help people. And so I don't have an issue with that. But if you come to me with a funky ass attitude because you need help, how you mad at me that you need help? Like, make it make sense.
I'm not frustrated with you. I'm frustrated that I need the help because I couldn't figure it out.
And so I have to go from that phase of, why the fuck you mad at me that you need help? And say, okay, is it that he's frustrated that he has to ask for help?
That's probably what it is.
You know what I mean? And he's used to solving the problem. And now we're at a point where he's asking me for help. So this is serious. Or is he just being an asshole on Tuesday? And it's like, well, you being an asshole, figure that shit out on your own. Because you're being mean to me because I ain't did shit to you. I know how to fix what I need to fix. So, I don't know. Maybe we're sharing the shitty person.
I don't think that's a shitty person crowd.
I said that's actually
you need to humble your motherfucking self for asking me for help.
Jesus Christ.
And it's not even about the humbling piece, right? It's literally about, okay, you're coming to me. Is this anxiety that's showing up? Or is this just you being an asshole? And if you consistently are showing that, and it's you consistently being an asshole, then there's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But my question is this. My simple question is this. Why is he asking you for help being an asshole? Why are you assuming that there's something?
No, that's not what she's saying. What she's saying is if you come with an asshole attitude.
Okay. And it's consistent. That's what she's saying. Coming consistently. It's like, I get your anxiety the first time. Okay, I get your anxiety the second time because, again, talk about me having to switch it off and do the problem solving myself.
Right.
You have anxiety about, I got to come and ask her for this help, right? So I know that's going to take time for you to learn how to get comfortable with that. But if a decent amount of time has passed and you still are being an asshole when you come to ask for help, then the help that you're going to need, I'm going to need you to go to a therapist. Because I'm going to need you to work that out with yourself. Right. Because I got a standing therapy appointment. So if I'm doing it, then I'm going to need you to do that work too.
I got you. So. I got
you. No, we didn't talk about that specifically.
Well, I tried.
No. Yep. I'm bringing everybody up for a final. Everybody in the studio is going to come up for a final one. Everybody we got.
I don't know how this is going to work.
We're going to figure that shit out. We never done it before. I will say this. What Angie's saying is it's the way in which they're asking.
It's the approach.
Yeah.
It's the approach.
Yeah. What Chantel's saying is your dumb ass better figure out most of that shit before you come to me.
No, that's not
what I heard. That's what I heard. Jeff, is that what you heard?
Is
that what you heard? That's what I heard.
Like I
she don't care how you come to me. She said, I don't care how you come to me. Your dumb ass better know that shit.
If you ask me how to get the fucking
snow shoveled in front of our house, I'm gonna have a motherfucking problem.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Well, they never had to worry about it.
Oh man.
If you don't know how to fucking Google fucking snow shovel service or ask one of your guys, you not the man for me. Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry here.
Come on. We're gonna invite the whole crew in. We're gonna invite the whole crew in. I don't know how we're gonna figure it. Come on back. Squeeze in. That's all right. Everybody squeeze in. Everybody squeeze in. Look at this. This is my crew. These are my peoples. Don't worry about it.
There's a bajillion of us.
That's all right.
There's so many people on camera. It's just like I don't know what to do right now.
Ron gonna try to move it back a little bit. All right, y'all. We're gonna end on this one, and then we're gonna go have some holiday spirits. More. There's never enough. Keep the party going. So hold on. I want to make sure I read this 100% correct.
You want that one? I kind of
Which one you want? Which one are you thinking? The social media one? Mm-hmm. Let's do that one. All right, so we all are a part of many Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok groups or whatever, and there's always this perceived gender war.
Perceived?
I'm gonna say perceived. Hold on, this is why I'm saying perceived. Men and women always seem to be butting heads about a myriad of topics, and we can't ever seem to come on one accord, and we pick on each other's faults and foibles, and it's always this thing, right? Mm-hmm. So the question is really, Why can't we get along on social? And I also say this. I think that a lot of the shit people say on social media, they don't really live.
I agree.
Social media is so fake.
So I think they put in a lot of shit. They may feel that way, but they ain't living that life.
They not.
So why can't we figure it out? I remember it's like 20 of us in here, so we all can't talk at once. On social media, why can't we figure out how to fucking just get along? As two specific genders.
We'll start with Dewan. We'll just make our way around.
Start with ladies.
Teron, come on, go jump in.
No, we're here to really. So what is on social media? What ultimately is it about? It's status. All right, and so it is the status quo that's out here. Where I want to be this influencer. I'm the next big blah blah blah, the next Kardashian, whatever. That's going to be out there. And for that reason, they feel that it needs to be a divide. It doesn't have to be a divide. In our community, we just got to understand there's enough out there for everybody to eat. And the sooner we can realize that, the better off we'll be.
Are you saying everybody like on PMU is trying to be a Kardashian? That's why they.
That's absolutely not what I said.
I'm trying.
I don't even know what PMU is. Why you being so specific?
Pardon my ugly. Shout out to them.
He doesn't even know what that is.
Oh,
so
you're missing out, my
everybody's
G.
not in that crazy ass group.
It still didn't change the fact that's not what I said.
Oh, I was asking for clarity.
Okay. You want my Santa hat?
No.
Keisha, no. Well, I mean, why are we doing all this fake ass gender war shit on social media?
Because social media is fake. I mean, people just post what they want you to see. Like, no one's posting the hard work. No one's posting when they're crying, the tears. They're only posting the good stuff. The makeup face, the, suited and booted. So social media is fake. So until we realize that this is not reality, I feel like we'll always be kind of like at war.
That's unfortunate.
What's interesting about that is that everybody's fake, but I guess we don't only do gender. But it's funny that other factions don't fight like this, right? And I'm not saying that.
How do you know though?
No. I'm not saying that other white men and other races don't do this. I'm saying other types of people.
Saying like gay men aren't having these conversations.
Aren't in these. I'm saying they're not in these because I'm in a lot of groups. You'd be surprised. What I'm saying is it's nothing as intense as when men and women go at it. Is what I'm saying. And maybe it's because we're two different genders, but they're different opinions and different facts about different things, and they might disagree. But goddamn, we're at each other's necks all the time.
But I think it's a matter of black folks feeling the need to be heard. Like they're in spaces where their voices are silenced all the time. And oftentimes I'm reading this shit, I'm like, y'all just said the exact same shit. Like, what's the problem? And so it boils down to people wanting to be heard and talking for the sake of talking. Like, they want to be heard and they're not having that validation, right? And so, because you're saying the same thing and it's just being said the same thing over and over again by different people. And I think that's the foundation of it.
Interesting.
I think also people forget multiple things can be true
at the same time.
Fair.
Multiple things can be true, and it's just like, what are we? I'm just like you. I look at them like y'all saying the same thing, and multiple things can be true.
It's more than one way to stop it.
Well, yeah, we already know that social media is a very once you pick the side, you ride hard for that. Forever.
Yeah, I think from the beginning we've been like gender wars. We've been pitted against each other since the days of Adam and Eve, right? And we always want to be right? So this is the opportunity for everybody to say, I'm putting my stake in the ground. I'm about to gain my little ground on this mountain, and I'm going to do it in front of the whole world. Because guess what? Right now, I'm not going to do it with my wife or my husband or my children or my family because we just don't have that type of relationship. But I can dream it up in social media. I can be whoever I want to be in social media.
Keyboard
and
gangsters.
No one has any right to bring me down. So I could have that courage, that social media courage, and create that and stake my flag and put myself at the top of the world. So I think
do we
that's how it's
want to
going to
be right or do we want to be real?
We want to be right.
They want to be right.
Because social media is not
real. Because real can put you down a couple levels.
So honestly, y'all can take me down all y'all want because I'm telling you, like, I just want to be real. So I can say it to my friends, and my friends will say, "You like, damn, you right." But at the same time, I'm not that person who has to be right. And if I have to be right, then I'm fucked up in that space. because I have to be right. If I have to be right, I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to be real. And then so all my friends who are rolling with me, they be like, yeah, damn, I see you.
You're like a 1% though.
I was gonna say if everybody on social media was you, it'd be a totally different place.
Exactly. Exactly. They not trying to be real. They trying to be popular. That's not what social media is about.
People don't understand. There's a huge gap between being popular in real life, and social media popular.
Right. True. Exactly.
Invite 20 niggas to your house, see you show up.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Right. There you go, man.
Didn't work.
Facts.
All right. Well, you saved it to the end. Any other commentary on that one?
No
I
commentary.
got one. I think it's an agenda.
Come on, Ron.
I think it's an agenda being pushed, and we ignored that. Like,
Oh, by the white man?
Who's pushing it?
I'm not gonna say a white man per se, but we don't see these conversations taking place on social media with other races.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they
I
are.
guarantee
They
you.
absolutely
we
are.
are just not in those spaces.
Yes,
They're
they
definitely
are.
happening.
If you just look at the fucking manosphere, they're absolutely having these conversations.
White men and white women are worse. Don't you think for a second they're not? We're just not in those spaces. I'm be honest. I hate when people say that shit. Like, you know, two Latino people, and you don't tell me what Latin people talking about. No, you don't know what the fuck they talking about because you're not in their spaces. I'm telling you, I see this shit. I'm in a million different groups, and as particularly folks outside of us, because I'm interested in different perspectives. White men hate white women. They hate them. I think that's just a space.
I agree with him though, like, because I feel like just from a perspective of like growing up around white people, like, yes, white men do hate white women, but they've been taught that this is like what's supposed to happen. Like, you go to college, you marry your white wife, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's not how we were taught and raised. So yes,
I would encourage you guys to go to the manosphere because it's men of all ilk that are bashing women.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that the white men aren't, but they also still are marrying their wives, and then they're on the elk or whatever, and they're probably bashing them, but they marrying them motherfuckers. And
that was a shot at black men, by the way.
We're not marrying our women that are high enough, right?
Thanks, Sean.
Hold on, wait.
We're done. That's another topic.
Real quick. Hold on. There are 5 men in here.
That's funny.
How many men in here have been married?
Have been,
are, whatever. 4 of the 5 men in this room have been or are married.
We all are part of the 30% that have been married.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Congratulations.
In this room, we don't abide by that.
how many
we
men are still married?
And they're black women.
Exactly. Right.
Wait, married to the first one?
Oh. And on that note,
Spread the
happy motherfucking New Year.
Spread the love.
Hey, y'all. And that's for another awesome year of In the Zone podcast. I appreciate everybody in this room. I appreciate everybody that's joined us virtually over the years. I appreciate everybody, all our guests that weren't in the room today. Everybody, you all make this show. You all really do. You all that watch, you all that come on and bare your souls to us every week. Me and Sean are just the conduit to this. We enjoy you all. We love you. Everybody out there, have a rest of your great holiday season. Going to the new year strong. In the Zone will be back in 2024. Hey, fellas, while it's up. All right, y'all.
Hey, man, I didn't realize how fucking much taller I am than all you motherfuckers. I looked over, I'm like, Jesus.
It doesn't matter. If I stand up, it won't matter.
Well, you, but
Oh,
I'm comfortable around this shit.
right.
They just made him short. Oh, man.
Man, I'm short shit. I was tall on my wallet, though.
We got to grab
Get shit on this wallet, and it's going to be even bigger in 2024.
That's why you can't